that was one big revelation. I guess saying it out loud, we kind of discussed it a little bit. How I mentioned to you when we talked earlier this week. Um, One thing that I tried to shy away from when I was younger, but now I'm comfortable admitting it is I'm a sensitive nigga. I'm a sensitive
Mm-hmm.
nigga when it comes to things. Like, nah, for real. Like, I try to act like
No, I
things don't
definitely
bother
am.
me. Yeah, I try
I
to act like
definitely.
big things don't bother me, and they do. And this kind of sparked because, as y'all know, and we don't. I'm not gonna ask about the roast itself. I know that's been getting plenty of conversation on the
Did you
internet.
watch it?
No, I didn't. It's 3 hours, so I didn't have time to sit down and watch it. Um, I'm curious. I've seen a couple segments, specifically Cat Williams, and I know about the George Floyd joke. I heard there was some Charlie Kirk jokes, all types of stuff. I'm not really interested in that portion of it, just because I mean, that's I have nothing new to add. Like I just, well, let me ask you this. Let me. People are well. For one, let me ask my original question. Would you ever agree to a roast? Like we
No.
just said, if Dead End said, "Hey, we're gonna roast Spike Lou. It's gonna be a celebration." Would you ever agree to it?
Hell fucking no.
Nah,
There's no
man.
way. Like I wouldn't do it with my close friends. Even though we joke, you joke with your friends anyway.
Yeah, but they be
But
they be going for the kill
yeah,
on the
they
roast.
do too much, man. I couldn't sit there and listen to that. I ain't even gonna hold you.
You
Under
talking
no
about dead
circumstance.
parents and all types
Yeah,
of shit?
under
I'm
no
cool.
circumstances I'm doing that. I'm way too sensitive for that. But I watched it. A lot of them. I mean, I guess that's what a roast is, right? So I would never sit up there and do it. But The Rock, he kind of went overboard, in my opinion. He was up there
What makes you
drunk.
say that?
Man, he was up
Hmm.
there drunk, talking about fucking Kale wife,
What
like
you mean?
talking about
Hold on.
his.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Yes,
whoa, whoa,
nigga,
whoa. Nah, hold on. I
multiple
need some
times,
context. I
nigga.
need some context in
He was like, "Where's your lovely wife?" I'm talking about he was drunk, bro. You can see it. He like, "Where your lovely wife at?" Yeah, there she go. Hey, like waving, doing a little flirt. He's like, "Hey, like, hold on, man, that's my wife." He's like, he's like, just let it happen, some shit like that. You know what I mean?
there.
And they
Hey,
kept
man,
talking.
come
He was
on.
like, "Oh, she gonna see tonight." And he was, you know what I'm saying? He told Kev to come sit on his knee and suck his dick. Because the nigga had a button-up shirt on, like, but it was like to the navel, nigga, where he didn't have it out. So he up there looking like The Rock, looking like $1,000,000 nigga. He took KFC. He said, "Come sit on my knee, man. Come sit on my knee like you used to." Then he was talking about, well, it don't matter. Nigga said it don't matter. Your wife gonna do it tonight anyway.
Hey, come on, man. Yeah, that's too much. See, I
That
can't
nigga
do all that. I
went,
can't do it. I
yeah,
don't
this
have
shit
that
was
good. I
crazy.
don't have that air quote
Yeah,
good sense of
ain't
humor.
nothing that funny. Yeah, there ain't nothing that funny to me.
Yeah,
Like I don't,
I can't do
that
it.
ain't funny to me. Regina Hall did a really good job. I was like, she did her thing. Nobody wouldn't fuck with her either.
Yeah,
They talked
as you
about
should.
everybody on that stage. I like that too, though. They talked
What
about
you gonna say
everybody on
about
that
Regina?
stage. I ain't mentioned her.
Yeah,
Right.
what you gonna say about Regina? She flawless, man. Shout out to
Facts.
Regina, my girl, my baby.
The legends,
Um,
man.
the yeah, man. That's see, and what's crazy about the roast are they got to sit down and like sit there and pretend that they like it. Like they gotta
Yeah.
laugh, fake
Yeah. Yeah,
laugh
it
at
was
the
laughing.
jokes and things
It
like
was
that.
laughing.
Like, nah, man. I don't like. I've said this numerous times. I don't like inauthentic shit. Like, there's some shit that I know ain't funny, bro. Like, there's no
Facts.
way somebody can say
That you
that about
find
my
them
wife
funny.
3, 4 times, and I'm like, give me another one. Like, nah, bro, fuck that. Like, that shit roast over, all this shit over. I never agree to that because I know, particularly, roast are made to go all the way there.
Yeah, they
Like,
do. They was talking about
all
his
the way
dead
there.
mama.
That's what
Man,
I'm
the Rock,
saying.
like, yo, the Rock went in on him slickly. He talked about his daddy being a crackhead. And nigga, when he went in this whole story, bro, the nigga went into a whole story and was like, yeah, talking about his dad, The Rock. And you know The Rock dad, right? He was in
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
NFL or some shit.
Nah, he
So
was
he put
wrestling.
wrestling. Okay, so he put him up. He put his dad up on the screen. That nigga up there, swole, looking like Mr. fucking Olympus. And then he was like, and here's your dad. Nigga had Kev dad sitting on a crate, looked like he just got through smoking a rock. And he
Come on,
said that
man.
he said your
See?
dad was a crack addict. Mine was. And then they said, no, okay. He said, okay, put another picture up, man. That's okay. Then the nigga put his mug shot up there after he put the crack smoking picture up there, man. I said, hell no, nah, nigga, I'm not sitting here for this. That shit
Oh,
ain't nowhere in the world. I ain't trying to entertain nobody that bad. Like I don't give a fuck. Nah.
it's like it's Mother's Day. You talking about dead mama and
Dead
like
mamas and daddies, yeah.
Yeah, man. I
Niggas.
don't know.
Cheryl Underwood.
Underwood.
Cheryl Underwood. Yeah, she was
Cheryl
there.
Underwood.
You know, her husband killed himself.
Nah, I didn't even know that.
But this was like 30 years ago, like 3 years into their marriage. But he was abusive, something crazy. But her husband committed suicide. Man, a nigga said, he said, "Look at Cheryl Underwood, black ass over there. I can see why your husband killed himself." I said,
Damn,
man,
who said that?
God damn. It might have been I can't remember who said it. It might have been that white boy that was at the talking for the Republicans that everybody called racist. Tony Hinchcliffe.
The one that made the George
Floyd
Tony.
Yeah, him. Yeah, that dude.
Let me ask you this question as someone who watched it. I got two questions for you. One, once everything's said and done, cameras are off. Do you think Kaz like gonna have some real conversations with some people? Like, hey man, the fuck was that? It was so you think he took it all in good fun? Even the shit, the context that you told me, like some of that shit.
They was trying to, like, everybody, like, it was jokes. So like somebody will write for Lizzo or write for Draymond Green, right?
Yeah, that's usually how it works. Yeah.
So it was jokes that they wouldn't even read on the teleprompter. Like they was going for the juggling, and like Lizzo on one of them, she like, no, I ain't reading that. And Draymond did it a couple times too. So they was trying to go overboard. Draymond told Chelsea Handler, that nigga said, because they was fucking with her all night about fucking black dudes. And Draymond said, would I fuck Chelsea Handler? No, because Draymond don't hit threes.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that clip. My thing is, obviously the rhetoric, like I said, I don't think it needs to be discussed about where we stand on jokes about black men who were murdered, especially at the hand of police and things of that nature. You probably guess that that's probably not something that will be a fan of, just like we're not fans of the dead mothers and all that stuff. However, what I will say is I know that roasts are made to be like this, as I said before. I'm curious to know if you watch, let's say majority of it, maybe you didn't watch the full thing, but you watched majority of it. Do you believe that people should have the space to go ahead and enjoy the roast and everything that's said without the extra commentary on the outside? Or do you think like, nah, man, this shit just over the top. This shit just way too far for anybody's taste?
Yeah, it was over the top. It was over the top. We do live in a criticism culture now. You can get clicks from criticizing people and make money from it. So I feel like that's a lot of the outrage too. Like he shouldn't have said that. And it was even though, and how I can say that is, it was a joke in there about Charlie Kirk that dude shouldn't have said. Like, so,
okay, so both sides.
I ain't fuck with Charlie Kirk at all, but like it was like, come on, bro, for real. So yeah,
it felt like some of the stuff y'all are funny. Y'all ain't got to go this far to be funny.
Yeah, you ain't got to go that far. Like, come on. But I mean, I guess they comedians. You don't want to fuck with their freedom speech. That's what they always say, right?
Well, that's the thing. That's the side I'm looking at it from. Where I do respect that they have the area to, like, I'm a big believer in you can say what you want. You're gonna deal with the consequences,
right?
But I also
know when to go too far, and I guess this is the platform for it. So.
And there you go. That's the thing. That's where you would expect to hear the wildest of the wildest shit. This is why,
I guess.
Which is why I was like, man, I don't even know if I want to watch that. Which, let me ask you this. I'm just curious. Do you ever get secondhand embarrassment? Is that something you ever deal with or dealt with? Where something's said or something's done to the point where you're like, oh, that's just.
That's a good question, man. Sometimes, like it really depends. It's rare. I ain't gonna say it happens a lot, but it's rare. I ain't one of those people either that think like because one black person do something misrepresent, like, oh, you making us look bad. I don't get that type of secondhand embarrassment, but I do in some situations where people say certain shit like, ooh, eesh. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just like, damn, bro, I can't believe you said. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I guess sometimes. What about you?
Probably. I'm trying to think about. I guess the good thing is I can't tell you the last time it happened, because it doesn't happen a lot. Like you said, I'm more so
If somebody
Go ahead.
fall in front of you, you embarrassed for?
Nah, I'm gonna laugh and help him up. I'm gonna laugh and help them up. Make
Depending
sure
on
they
who it
good.
is,
This
though,
shit gonna be
right?
funny. Yeah, I
Depending
don't.
on who it is. I seen a
That's
lady
not
fall at the movies.
secondhand
Like,
embarrassment. Either.
I seen a lady fall at the movies like 2 weeks ago, bro.
Yeah, you look. You did what you do with that. Like, oh, you hit the first thing you do is the first thing you do is oh shit. Like you do that old shit out of concern. You want to make sure they good, but then you start.
Bro,
Like, oh,
I'm walking out of the movie. This is family walking, and this is family walking, nigga. I glanced, but I really wasn't paying attention. It was on my right and my peripheral, nigga. I hear it. You hear it. You always hear it first. You always hear it. So I heard it. As I look over there, she hitting the ground. But what made it funny was her like nieces and nephews was with her. So she said, Auntie.
What was she just? Was she walking down steps?
Where she
up
tripped
steps,
over the curb. Walking? She tripped over the curb.
Oh, damn, man. She went face first.
Shit.
Yeah, face first.
Face
oh
first,
man,
I don't know what she could have been looking at, man. It was one of the curbs, like if you walking through the parking lot, you know, like where the grass and the tree or something would be like that right there. I don't know what the fuck she was looking at, man. But Gail said, Auntie. It was she was just old enough to make it funny. That's old enough to make it funny, man. She said, Auntie.
Big mama, your arm.
Right, there was like one of them. It was exactly one of them right there from Soul Food, man. Jeez.
Oh man. Oh yeah, man. I don't know. I don't really get the. You know, some people like. Let's say an example of some people would be in a restaurant. Somebody come in smelling like it or something like. And people. Go,
oh no,
man. Like no, yeah, I don't give a fuck about nothing.
I ain't gonna lie. No, I have more lately though. Now, I'm not caring about it, but like you stock wouldn't even be able to tell really or smell like. But now it like hit me. I don't know if when you get older or something, the shit gets stronger. Be like, damn, somebody blowing it down. Yeah, so I can't tell more.
Yeah, it's just an observation, not
just observation. I don't give a fuck.
Not a like you shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what you do, where you at, or whoever. That ain't got nothing to do with me. And it never has been. So before we continue, man, I just want to stop real quick. Welcome back to another week in the books. Book 2, chapter 64. Back at it again, man. I'm your host, Rich, joined by the legend Spike Lou. Spike Lou, how you feeling this week, brother?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Great episode last week, man. This first time I've listened to the whole show. Oh, I listened to that like I hadn't heard
it. First time ever?
I think first time ever.
Couple questions. Why'd you do it?
I think didn't Mo text us about the episode? Did Mo text us?
Mo did text us. Mo
texted us about it.
Mo said that
Mo texted us with some high regard, right?
Yeah, he's like, man, this should be nominated for an award.
I went and listened to it after that.
Okay, got you.
So shout out to Mo for that. And we got to talk about his memo. But yeah, I went to listen to it after that. It's the first time I listened to it. I listened like all 2 hours. Like I had not heard it before. And it was good. I couldn't believe that I was being that vulnerable, to be honest with you. Like it was, or you or David. You know what I'm saying? It was I felt like it was a real vulnerable episode, and it hit home for people. It hit home for people in a lot of different areas.
Yeah.
Like I know Dro hit me up and he was like, bro, that shit was so fire, nigga. Cause y'all intending to do an episode about y'all dads. That was the intention. And it's always good to hear people's perspective on what you say. You know what I mean? Especially people that you fuck with, you love. And he said how it came off to him. He's like, bro, y'all don't know talking about y'all dads, but what made it so fly when you was talking is you hearing them and saying, damn, that's dope. But my mama was so fly, like I don't have to hold no resentment. I don't have to do none of these things. He's like, nigga, if you don't post that and chop that up and get that out, because for Mother's Day at least, because a lot of people are gonna feel that. And that was dope, man. That was really dope. I liked that episode, man. I'm glad we was able to get in that bed.
Yeah, man. How did you feel? Is it something that you'll do again as far as listening to an episode?
Especially I'm comfortable with you and Dave, you know.
No, listening to an episode, not talking.
Oh, listening to an episode.
Yeah, listening to an episode.
It depends. Like I don't really like because I got more time now since I commute in different places. But yeah, it depends on what it is, what happens. I went back and listened one time when me and Mo had the conversation about homework. I know I listened to that segment. I listened to the whole episode. I don't think, yeah. Other than that, I don't think I'll ever sit down and really just listen. I know we talked about that a little bit.
Well, yeah, it's there's moments where the first thing I always say is I was there. Like I was there for the conversation. I don't need to go back and listen, but I do find myself catching things that maybe I did in real time, or things that were said. I'm like, oh, I don't even remember this part of the conversation. And especially as you get back, I'm sure if I went back to listen to like chapter 3, chapter 4, I couldn't even tell you off memory what those chapters are about. You know what I mean? Because as I said before, most of the other stuff, damn near everything else that I do is always tied to some piece of art. Movie, television, something to that. So it's easy to just say, oh, I talked about that movie. I remember what I said because that's how I feel about it, versus just these random conversations of how I was feeling on a random fucking September week. You know what I mean? Right. Just what I was going through at that time. So to go back and listen to those would be cool. But I also wonder how much of it, part of the comfortability is not realizing how vulnerable you're being, or not realizing how vulnerable you're being, if that makes any sense, right? So if I'm not going back listening to an episode like, oh man, you really laid it all out there. Because I think once you do that, it's easy to start thinking like, all right, maybe let me hold up a little bit and let me not say this. And I don't want to get to that spot. I don't think I would, but it is something that I think about. You know, sometimes you bury yourself, or you go to that secondhand embarrassment things. Maybe there's something, and I'm glad that I don't think there's been too many times, if any times, and this goes across all the platforms up and across. I can't remember too many times where I've said something and regretted it on a podcast mic. You know, I know people make the jokes they need to make podcast mics $1 million, but I don't think I've ever really used a platform for something and I had to walk it back, or if anything, I provided clarity. But there's nothing I was like, damn, man, I shouldn't have said that, or that went too far.
Early on deck days might have been wild.
No, them gone, ain't they? Them ain't even up.
Nah, I'm probably still out. No, they're still
out. Probably still out there.
Yeah, but I think what's to I don't know. I probably have, since I've been doing it for fucking 13, 14 years. I probably would listen to some old shit and be like, damn, I shouldn't have said that, or that was wrong, or whatever it may be. But what I will say, as you were talking and you said how I'm feeling about on a random September day, I think one of the dope things that we don't think about often in doing this space, and especially having a platform like this one where we talk about these type of things, 10 years from now, we're going to have like a verbal journal.
Yeah.
Like we're going to have a journal of like, and be able to, like you said, who's going to remember what we talked about? And hopefully if the world don't end as far as technology or whatever it may be with AI, 10 years from now, we may be able to pull all these up and be like, damn, man.
Yeah.
Remember we like that. So it's just like having a journal.
That's a fair point when you look at it like that. Yeah, man. That's a great point. You talked about Mo. Oh, hold on. There's something else I wanted to ask you before, real quick, when it comes to that secondhand embarrassment.
Y'all send us some emails, man. We had no emails this week, I don't think. So
yeah, we did have a couple
comments.
My bad. Yeah, we had a couple comments. Nothing too major, but a couple ones.
AWITB 2022@gmail.com.
Absolutely. Shoot us an email. Let us know what you think. First comment, Golden Child 1123. We appreciate you as always. Thanks for writing in. She wrote in, great episode, guys. I love listening. Welcome to the team, Dave. If you didn't know or can't remember, Dave will be joining us every first Friday of the month to get his perspective and have these conversations. I'm really, really excited about that. I just really have a good time talking to Dave.
We already got an idea for the episode.
Is it the one I pitched, or you got a different one? Because remember, I got one that I really want to talk to Dave about. And it's not a timetable.
We talked about it earlier. We talked about that a second ago, right?
No, this is something I talked to you maybe a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Okay, I'm remembering the same thing.
Okay, got you.
It wasn't about that, but yeah, when he comes on before we hit record, you can tell him, and then we'll do that next time.
Bet.
Or whichever one. But
yeah, either way. We also got a comment from DLCJ06. Man, this was a dope ass convo. We appreciate you for that. And then our guy, Public Enemy B. It was really dope hearing the different perspectives on this topic. Yeah, that was a good episode, man. I really
Thank
enjoyed
y'all.
it just from the different perspective standpoint. And we appreciate y'all listening, tuning in, writing, all of that good stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, we ain't got no phone calls yet, man. We got too many
I'm
people
gonna
listening
update the
to us.
number.
So now,
I'm gonna update the
you
number
go.
because I damn sure because I switched my lines. My switched over from T-Mobile. So yeah, we're gonna get a new number.
I don't even know what
See,
that
can I
means.
get something that makes some? I had two phones on one line, so I switched from one carrier to another carrier because they pissed me off. So I went to T-Mobile, essentially.
Um,
I don't know what that means.
Oh, I'm about to say yeah, because I don't know what you listen, man. I don't know what you're doing, man. I don't know if you was trapping. Or, I always wanted to ask you because you was like, I got the
What?
phone on me. I'm like, what is Spike Lee doing with two phones? I had two phones in high school, but I'm like, what's this nigga doing now?
It was just a business phone, like work.
What's I about to say? Oh, Mo. Memos from Mo.
Yeah.
So Mo sent another one in. Shout out to our guy, man. We finally got this one up on YouTube. The first two he done weren't able to upload, but they were on our audio feed. But this one's on YouTube and the audio feed. We talked about forcing the optimism. It's about a 12-minute episode. What did you think when you listened to it, Spike Lee?
Great job as always by Mo. Wonderful job. I think he did a very elegant job of talking his way through that. Great presentation, sounded good, like the topic. And he's right. He's 100% right. That's something that I've recently have been having to catch myself to do to make sure that you're speaking positively to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And even like Mo was saying, like you just talk aloud to yourself sometimes too. That's not crazy. People think that's crazy. That's not crazy, really. Saying stuff out loud, hearing
I
it.
do it all the time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was a really good topic. It definitely needs to be said and heard with all of the noise around us nowadays. Like all the shit, people like you literally think the world is on fire if you cut the news on. When you look at social media and all the stuff that's happening and the things that they're doing, you would literally be like, man, it's fuck, damn. And then not to mention personal stuff, like he said, with everybody going through it, finances, jobs, marriages, all these things. And sometimes you got to tell yourself, like, okay, it's fucked up, but it's gonna be all right, nigga. You done been down before, you can bounce back. So, like, sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to speak positive to yourself, like he was saying. I thought that was a dope subject for our listeners, for us, for people to hear, for him to say and do. It was a dope thing. So I liked it.
Yeah, no, same. I always appreciate it. It brings back that feeling of when Mo was hosting, and I remember waking up on Fridays looking forward to an episode. I don't have that. That's the one thing. That's the only thing I say about being a host. As much as I love it, I recently said if I had to drop all the other podcasts I do and choose one to record, it would be this one because of the importance and how much it is needed. I don't have that. Anticipation of the Friday morning episode. So it's like, damn, I do miss that. So getting these from Mo, even if it's 10, 15 minutes, whatever the case is, it's always good. But yeah, he presented it, man. Mo always is going to lead with a place of authenticity and where he's coming from and what he's feeling at the moment. And I like that there's still a space. And Mo, obviously Mo's still around, as he says. He still does the production and all this. He's very much a part of the show, and his pulse is on the show. But every time I know he speaks, I know it's coming from something that happened recently. It's always good to hear him kind of talk out his thoughts. I can relate to him 100% about talking to yourself, just kind of getting your thoughts out and just going from there. But also switching your mindset to being thankful about what you do have versus what you don't have. I literally just had a conversation about this I was recording right before I came here, and literally just said this about a movie where no matter what you have, you're always going to look at the other side of it and think about what you're missing, not what you have. And to your point, what you said earlier, you said if you turn on the news, you would think the world is burning. I think the world is burning. I think it really is burning. And everybody
But don't they say that every generation, though? I struggle between they've been saying this like as we get our age, they probably saying this, but I also think like what you said too. This may be as bad as it's ever done, but been in the sense of it's like I mean, well, not
It's at
bad
that
as it's
moment.
ever been, but really bad. I'll say that. I don't want to say as
Yeah.
bad as it's ever been. But let
Well,
me ask you something before we get into that really quick about what some you just said. Where do you naturally fall on that? Like when something happens, do you naturally fall to, all right, let me try to say positive, or do you have the negative thought first and then have to adjust it and be like, well, okay, let me get that out of my head. Which one do you naturally fall in?
when you say something happens, you mean like world events?
Anything, not even world events, because we'll get into that. I'm just saying, like in your day to day or in your life, like when something happened, are you negative in your head, or are you an optimistic? Like, all right, so it's just a thing that happened.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure it out, and then we move on to the next one. Like, which one are you more naturally?
Yeah, optimistic for sure. Like it was
So, like,
glass half full.
you catch a
I've
flat,
been through worse.
you catch a flat. It's like it ain't. God damn,
I
like,
couldn't. I could not have a car.
okay,
You know what I'm saying? Like I could be taking the bus. I could be on the bike right now, man. Like I have a car to have a flat on. Like it is what it is. It's part of life. It happens. It sucks. That's the part when it piles up or happens at a very inconvenient time. That's the part that's shitty. But I try to remind myself there's nothing that I've ever been through that lasted. You get what I mean? Like there's been things. I'm sure there's something 10 years ago that
Oh,
I
okay. I
was
see what you're
worried
saying.
about. I'm
Yeah,
sure I
yeah,
was
yeah.
fucking worried shitless about it, and I couldn't even tell you what it was. Like nothing that I ever worry about ever lasts, man. It always works itself out. I pray about things. What's meant to happen always does. As we talked about in a few chapters back, when we were talking about the Jay-Z GQ
Yeah,
interview,
things don't
man.
happen
Things
to
happen.
me, they for
They
me.
happen for you.
But
Yeah.
have you
So
always been
taking that
like that?
mindset. Yeah. I've always had
Really?
that. Well, hold on. Let me. For the majority, I'm trying to think if there's any times that hasn't been the case. Um, but yeah, I've always just been like, all right, we just got to figure it out. Like that's just what's the
You know
other
what?
option? Like it's just kind of what it is. Like,
Externally, I'm like that because I don't
mhm.
like nervous people energy. I don't like nervous energy bothers me. So I always try to be calm and be like a logical person. But internally, I'm having to. Still ain't even got all the way there. I'm having to work on goddamn, like, just you being overly agitated or irritated by things and being like, when something happens, being like, it's just the biggest inconvenience and you pissed about it and another fucking thing or something like that. Like I'm having to still work on thinking like what you're saying, being optimistic versus this is the end of the world.
Well, I think a lot of times it's easier when things aren't piling up already. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
When it's something out the blue, when life has been going good, sometimes I think it's natural to think like, you wait for that other foot to drop, like shit is going too smooth, like something's about to happen. Like they always talk about, I see the memes, like as soon as your money get in order, your brakes start squealing. Like just something always happens right when shit seems like it's good. So I get that part of it, but there's definitely been times where I had to take a beat and just like, man, I'm just gonna call it a night. I need to go to sleep. I need to just be unbothered for a little while, and then I'll kind of bounce back to it. So like the past even few weeks were a little bit like that because I always get that, and I've told myself I was going to get better this time of the year. Just everything with my dad, just his anniversary was April 19th, and then his birthday is May 10th. So usually throughout that period, it's a little bit weird as far as just my tolerance for shit. And I tried to reverse the energy, like where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start doing things like even from a podcast perspective, which we did on here, but like Culture Garden or something. My pops love movies. Maybe doing a movie he loved just to kind of help with that whole process and flip it. But it's also just like, damn, sometimes anything in life can just be a little bit much, especially if it's one thing after another, or you're in a certain mood, and you got to be like, all right, bet, let me take a moment to turn my brain off. But I know once I wake up, we got to get back to it. Like it's just kind of is what it is. And I always believe things are going to work out until I've been shown differently. That's it. I don't really
Hmm.
have there's no magic or secret sauce to it. It really doesn't have a choice. It's got to work out. And it always has too. I think that helps. Like it always has worked out. And anything that I've ever missed or didn't get, I can probably look at it and say, oh, okay, I know why that happened. Or later on, it'll reveal why it didn't happen when it did. Or sometimes a lot of stuff isn't a no, it's a not right now. And I'm living an example of that right now. So it's life, man. Shit always works out. And that's just how I look at it.
Yeah, I ain't an overly optimistic person. Like I'm having
Where
this work.
Where you think that comes from?
That's a really good question. I don't know. Like I've never done well with like over optimistic people. Kind of, I won't say rub me the wrong way, but it's like it's almost fake to me.
It's interesting.
It just come off as like, yeah, okay, all right, bro. Like we still gotta figure out if I guess in my mind and how my head works, I'm always thinking about, okay, how is this going to work? Like I don't get excited about ideas. I get more excited about work. So when someone comes to me optimistic or someone, I don't know, because I'm like that with post achievement too. We talked about last week. Like I don't get overly excited about accomplishments or thing. Like I ain't to jump up and die like, yay, like you know what I'm saying. I'm sure you ain't either, but it's hard for me to get excited. Like just be like excited about something. Or on the front end, it's the same with like I don't get overly optimistic either. Like I'm an even kill throughout much because I feel like that's for my personality. For me, it's fake. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't feel like if somebody see me like just overly optimistic, I wouldn't be being my true self.
So that means is looking forward to something overly optimistic?
No, I look forward to something. Like I don't even like this is simple, but I think this kind of like even at a sports game, like I'm not cheering, bro. Like I ain't gonna clap. I'm not cheering. You know what I'm saying? Like what?
Hold on, man. Hold on. Because I heard you say it. I don't know if you
ain't giving no let's go or like I ain't doing that. I just came to watch the game.
Hold on.
Like that just feels weird to me. Like even in a bar when people like, yeah, like slapping high five, like, bro, come on. Like, yeah.
Oh, all right, hold on. This is a whole like, hold on. We gotta dig into this a little bit.
Look, so what I will say, like I've been to Cowboys.
Hold on, no. All right, go ahead. Finish your thought.
That's what I'm gonna say. Like I want to give context before you ask what you say. I've been to Cowboys games before, and usually I win by myself. Well, yeah, I'm always by myself too. So I ain't finna be high-fiving a nigga next to me and like it do feel good.
Like, well, get the fuck out of
here.
It
do feel good when like you in there in the team and people cheering for your team. That's fire. That feels good. But I'm not high-fiving you and let's go. Like that shit. Like, come on, bro. Hey, and I ain't saying that I'm too cool for it or nothing. It just feels like it's weird to me.
Why?
I know if one person listening, I know if one person listening can understand what I'm saying is Dro. I bet you he agree with me. Now,
but I don't understand.
I don't get it though. I ain't getting overly excited and yay, like I ain't doing that shit.
So do you not? I don't. When I tell you I don't understand that, I don't understand that. I don't understand why that's your team. Like that's your squad. Like why would you not be excited about them doing
like a big moment? You know what I'm saying? Like you'll get a loud maybe clap or something. You know, but clap, but I couldn't see myself like
that's
getting more
crazy.
Excited than that. You know, I'm like
I'm a season ticket, man. I'm up there, man. Touchdown. I'm doing the who they chant. I ain't doing all that. But
you painting your face and shit.
No, I ain't doing all that. So there's levels to it. It. Now I won't. That is performative to me. Like the take your shirt off in the cold, paint your face, all that shit. Nah, but I'm gonna cop some gear. And hell yeah, when we score, I'm getting hype. Hell yeah, I'm doing the who they chant. I'm doing the song. I'm high fiving because I got season tickets too. So I see the same people all the time. So it's almost like you kind of become this own little special crew or whatever you want to call it. But even not, like I'm just excited. That's my squad. Like I'm investing money in watching y'all niggas every week. I want y'all to do well. Like that's how I'm also a person. I'm in or I'm out. Like that middle ground is a shitty place to be with me. So like when I'm in, if I'm a fan, I'm a fan. Like so that's why I can't I only have like so people ask me your favorite sports team: the Bengals, the Reds, Carolina basketball. I don't have a favorite NBA team. I don't have a favorite college football team. I can't watch an O State game and pretend that I give a fuck about O State and go crazy. I don't care enough. Like that's not me. But the stuff I do care about, I'm all the way in. So that's what makes me in normal stuff. I'm not an overly like just animated person. Like I'm not super hyped, but I am one of those people where if I'm into it, if I go see Phil's daughters play a game and one of them makes a big play, I'm definitely hell yeah, I'm getting hyped. I'm clapping, like let's go. Like I'm doing all that shit because I'm excited to see them achieve something. Like that's just how I express it. But I'm reserved. I'm naturally reserved. I'm naturally just a calm, laid back, reserved dude. But once it's time to turn the competition on, I'm there. So it's interesting that you would go to a game and not clap. Like that's crazy to me. That's insane.
I'm just watching, bro. I'm just here to enjoy myself.
Go to the bar, go home. Like why are you at the game?
Like, because it feels good to be rooting for the same team amongst 100,000 people that's rooting for the same team.
You ain't rooting for
that's
them.
The fly shit about it. I am rooting for them. That's my squad. See, I'm different from you in the sense of you named 3 teams. I got 1 team. I don't got an NBA team. I don't got a college team. I don't got 1 team that I like that I root
Which
for.
makes it even crazier that you ain't going all in on them.
Yeah,
that makes it even more crazy. Like you should.
That's what I was thinking about when you said 1 team. That's the only team. Like I used to have a favorite NBA team and all of this, and fuck, I got to like what you said. Nope, I can't keep up with all that. I'm keeping up with this 1 team. That's always gonna be my team. That's the only team that I can root for.
Do you have any? So, are you a memorabilia person at all? Like, would you buy a Cowboys helmet and just have it on display just because you a fan? Or like, you ever see the man caves where they do the whole Cowboys like out or something like that? Would you do anything like that? You don't care about that either.
I got Cowboy stuff because people know that I like the Cowboys. Like my whole room when I was young was all like Cowboy trash can, curtains, bedspread. I got a Cowboy throw right now.
When you was 23?
No, when I was young. I don't buy merch. That was a joke, nigga. I know that's why I kept it. I just steamed right over your joke. Yeah, I ain't a merch person, man. I ain't a jersey person. I don't really. That ain't my thing. I just root. The Cowboys are just my team. I just root for the Cowboys. That's it.
So you don't buy jerseys. You don't buy merch.
I will. It just don't never like be on the top.
But you would go to Brazil to watch them play the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Is that more 100%. So because of Brazil than the Ravens, or not the Ravens, but the Cowboys? Is that more so
the Ravens?
Yeah, I ain't mean the Ravens.
It's just the Cowboys in Brazil. Yeah, now Brazil. I want to go to Brazil too. But it's crazy. The ticket prices is nuts right now.
The Bengals going to Spain. I'm trying to make that shake in November. Yeah, that's the plan. Unless shit gets nutty.
What weekend?
November 8th. It's the week 9, I believe.
And it's going to be summertime over there, I believe, in November.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I think so.
Either way, I'm a wine fan, so I want to get some Spanish Reds. Yeah. Enjoy the city, see the game. I've always wanted to do international. I think the Bengals only played one other international game, was in London. This is an Andy Dalton years. So it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. So I'm looking forward to it. The Falcons. That's the Atlanta game. So I ain't gonna be able to come to Atlanta, and I ain't gonna say be able to come, but I had planned on coming to Atlanta to watch the Bengals at the Falcons. But that game is now an international game. So are you like this with? What do you fan out about?
I don't think.
Like, what about? All right, well, let me ask you. Like, so you go to a concert or somebody you like. What do you like? You went to go see Belly Gang. Were you just chilling? Like, were you singing the words? Like, you just standing there and
I was saying the words. I was saying the words. Yeah.
Now, are you rapping like passionately, or are you just kind of mumbling to yourself?
Doing the hand motions, and I ain't getting into it like that. But yeah, to myself.
Cool.
Yeah, like a concert will probably be a concert will probably get the most out of me. 100%.
Nigga, I seen you be performative on that motherfucking verses that y'all did when you was drunk as shit.
Yeah.
So that's a little I'm expecting to see.
A concert will probably be the closest thing to get like a rise out of me. 100%. Music, especially like music that like we grew up on, like listening to some shit that's just or like Belly Gang. So yeah, that would be one. That would
So
definitely
what do
be.
you?
I'm more hype at a concert definitely than a sporting event or
So do
anything
you just
else.
feel like you don't like sports like that? And I'm not saying you don't like
Hell
sports, but
no.
I mean, I'm not. No, I'm not saying you don't
I
like
just don't
sports,
see the
but
I don't see the point in that. Like that, I don't.
you got to
I get
explain that what that
mad.
means.
I will get mad and react before I'm cheering. Like I'm more likely to like, yeah, I mean, give you more reaction because they did something to piss me off versus getting excited because something happened.
So
And I guess that
if
speaks to
that,
what we're talking about, how different viewpoints is. Like
yeah, if
the negative thing is gonna make me react way more so than the positive thing.
so
Positive thing, you'll
if
get a
you
little fist
win,
pump or something. Negative thing, like cat hat thrown, all that.
that makes sense to what you said, like you just mentioned. So
Yeah.
you mean to tell me Sunday Night Football, Eagles at Cowboys, you at the game, Dak throw
Yeah.
a bomb to CD when the game's tied up, he throw a bomb with no seconds left to win it. You just gonna, oh, that was
Fist
cool,
pump.
and walking out the stadium.
Fist pump. Let's go.
Get the
Let's
fuck
go.
out of here, Lou.
That's it. Fist pump. Let's go. Yes. Get a little clap, little golf clap like that. Yeah, we good. That's it.
Man, this nigga crazy. Hey,
And it ain't.
we
And
gotta,
I'm not too cool. I'm not saying that I don't think that people that do it are whack or nothing like that. I'm just saying I just don't. It don't move. I don't understand it.
it just makes me curious as to what your thing is. Like, what's that thing that's gonna make Spike Lee get out of, as they say, character or whatever the case is?
It ain't gonna be out of character. Some things.
Nah, it will be. Like, if a fist pump is all you get, then that means you mild as hell. Like, what's gonna get you hyped?
This is a tough fist. You know what I'm saying?
Get
It's
the fuck,
an
man.
enthusiastic. It's an enthusiastic fist pump. But I will tell you, this Spades definitely. Spades for sure, or anything competitive. Anything competitive, really.
But I feel like it's a shit talking. It ain't like excitement. I don't think you care.
Anything
if you
competitive, I'm going to want. That would be the most. I would say,
but
like you say, out of character, quote unquote.
But you have to be involved in it because the football game is competitive. Your team playing is competitive, but you don't really care about that.
Competitive, me being, yeah, you're right. I have to be involved in it. Like Spades for sure. Basketball when we used to hoop for sure. Video games for sure.
If you win so let's say we playing Madden or college.
Not today. I wouldn't get hyped. Yeah, you know what?
Okay, but back in the day,
I might. Yeah, but back in the day for sure. And now, depending on how serious the Madden game was, you might. Yeah, definitely.
Interesting, man. This is very fascinating to me. I wonder what that comes from because I don't get excited about a lot, but I definitely get excited about sport events. Like we out here balling. Like now, because there's a lot of stuff I am chill about, but even at home, I'm like, damn. Like now, we hit a big three. Hell yeah! Like I remember when Seth Trimble hit 3 1/4 to beat Duke.
Yeah,
I remember where I was. Like I was headed to a dinner. I remember being in the car, watching it in the car. I remember watching like hell yeah, like just getting hyped. Like just that's my squad. Like we just beat our biggest rival, and I'm just imagining you just sitting there like,
nice. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
That don't even look believable. That don't even. Let's go. Like interesting. That's something that's very interesting. I'm glad I learned that.
See, I think the other way don't look believable. I mean, y'all doing too much, man. But I know some people get passionate about it too, though. So I get it.
That's
I don't judge though. That's the main thing I want to make clear. I'm not being judgmental of those people. I just don't understand it. Like I don't understand over enthusiasm in any. Like I just don't get that. It don't make sense to me.
That's kind of like bumper. That's like bumper stickers for me.
Bumper sticker? How?
Yeah, what the fuck? You like? I care about this shit enough to put a bumper sticker on my car? Like, you know what I mean? Like that just seemed like a lot. Like this is like just seemed like a lot. Like I just got a brand new whip, fresh car wash, but I'm gonna slap this sticker on here just to show how much I care about trees. Like what? Like that shit don't make no sense. Or even I don't care to that extent.
So like, are you a cinephile?
Yeah.
If
I'm not going to the theaters to get dressed up. I'm not. I wasn't at Black Panther with the.
I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about that. Yeah. I'm saying, even do you go to the movies like Dolo sometimes?
Oh, me sometimes.
Yeah, I go solo all the time. So are you one of those, man? This is gonna be. I'm excited about you. Like talking to the people about the film.
No, I rather please shut the fuck up. Please don't talk to me. Please don't speak. Like that's part of the reason why I go to the movies by myself. Like I'm very irritable at this point in my life, and I've had I think I told the story. I've gotten up and told a group of kids like, "Hey man, shut up, stop
What
this
movie
shit."
was that?
40 Acres, and it would piss me off because it was a random Tuesday. It was one of those. It was one of those nights where I happened to look and I saw it was the last night that the movie. It was, you know, you see a movie and it's a smaller movie. You're like, man, I want to see that, and then time passes. And you realize, oh, this shit the last day is in the theater. So I went and they came in late. Like the movie's already 20 minutes in. So it was just me and one other person in there. So perfect scenario. Then you got this group of 5, 6 kids come in just talking, ruining the experience. So I had to get up and like, yo, and I had to let them know. But I've definitely taken people to movies with me and they want to lean over and ask questions. I'm like, hey, shut that shit down. We can talk about this shit after the movie because I'm into it. I'm locked in like that. But I'm also not I'm not giddy where a movie comes out that I've been excited for. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait. I can't believe the day is here. Like, I'm excited to see it, but it is what it is. Like, yeah, I'm not. Sports are probably the only thing that I'm really like hype about or really seeing an artist that I care about. But I've been to plenty of concerts. I don't get hype. I'm sure I'm gonna be hyped. I'm not sure. I know I'm gonna be hyped when I'm in Yankee Stadium in July, seeing Jay and shit like that. But outside of that, it's just like, all right, it's a cool experience. I appreciate the experience. I'm going to see Wale in June, and I'm looking forward to the show. But I ain't about to sit there like, oh, I can't believe the day is here. We get to see Wale. I seen him live before. Dope ass time, but
I mean, it depends on who the artist is. How much of a fan I am. I get hyped. Like when I went to go see Pusha T, that was dope. Like when he came out with I'm saying like you get it's certain moments. I feel like concerts would be the ones where I would fan out the most if it was a concert and they did my song or they brought somebody out that I wasn't expecting, shit like that. But
do you feel like you have enough fun in your life?
Man, I don't even like. What do you consider fun?
That's what I consider fun. Ain't got to be what you consider fun. I'm like, your answer made me think of that.
I'm trying to think. Like, I don't even.
Like, what do you enjoy? Like, do you like?
When you getting like you showing teeth fun? Is that what you're talking about? Like
just fun. Like I'm just
like smiling
really
and enjoying this. Maybe golf.
Okay.
Yeah, golf. Probably doing podcasts. Yeah, that yeah.
You know the last thing you've been excited for?
I don't go to theme parks or bowl, shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even really know what I would consider fun. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know, like, damn, this was a great time. Like, I don't know what that would be other than probably like a concert or a football game or when you traveling or something like that. So
what's the last thing you was excited for?
Outside of like TV and shit.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. Either way, it can be whatever.
Probably like
with you. Shows. We gonna take what we get with you, man.
I get excited. I get excited to go play golf.
Okay.
Yeah, like when I know I got a Saturday off, you know what I'm saying, or a day off, and I ain't got nothing to do, and I can just go play 18 holes. Yeah, that's exciting.
Getting the phone call about the film festival. Coming down to Nashville. That was exciting. I was excited about that.
I had fun doing that. That was fun. That whole weekend was fun.
Yeah, I think fun looks. I feel like we might have talked about this. Fun looks different. Like I do agree with you that fun doesn't have to be like over exaggerated or super enthusiastic. I've said it.
Usually when I go home, when I have fun, I didn't mean to cut you off, my bad. But usually when I go home, I have fun. Like my fun, which is probably why I do this. You know what I'm saying? Like what we've chosen. My fun usually comes in conversation. Learning to people, laughing, hearing stories, sharing experiences. That's fun to me. And that's now that we're talking it out, that's probably why I'm in this space and enjoy it and keep doing it. Because the fun thing for me is like hearing and laughing and talking and doing those things with people.
When's the last time you done something new? Like you just had a new experience.
No.
So like, how long have you been golfing? I never asked you how long you've
That's
actually been
probably the
golfing.
newest thing that I've picked up. That's within the
I
last.
figured that's what it was, which is why I
Yeah,
went
that's
there.
within the
So,
last. That's within the last 2.5. This year, 2, 3. Yeah, just the last 2.5 years, 3 years. That's the newest thing that I picked up. I think I'm gonna start doing pickleball too.
yeah,
I
you
think I'm gonna
said
join
that
a
before.
pickleball league. Yeah.
But
What
are
was
you
the last
going to
new
do it for
thing you
real?
did? Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Chess, learning how to play chess again.
Oh, you did say that. You
So
did say that.
every year I usually try to add something around my birthday. I
Something new.
usually pick a new hobby that I want to learn. And like it started when I turned 30, and now the first thing I did was wine, and it's still stuck with me. So not everything sticks. It's just more so about trying it and just seeing what happens. And
How's
seeing
that experience been learning chess? Like, are you going over strategy and moves, or I mean, I'm sure you know the moves already, right?
yeah. So I had to
So
refresh
when you,
myself on all of it.
so when you say you're learning to play chess, are you learning the different strategies that there are in chess?
No, I'm just
Is that what
literally
you're
just
just
doing
playing?
practice as far as not even that. So Duolingo, I don't know if you know, a lot of people use it for languages. They
Language
teach chess
strategy.
on Duolingo.
I got into it
But
at one point. Like I had a book about chess. That's why,
okay,
like, it's the whole different. Like, but it's too much. It's a lot.
and that's the frustrating part
Yeah,
because I want to be
it's a
good.
crazy ass fact out there because we do these random dead end facts. When I do is the mic still on? You know that there is more chess moves than stars in the galaxy.
That is wild, but it makes sense. It
That's
makes
how
sense.
many different ways the shit can go, and how many different games it could be. So
Yeah, it's frustrating because it's a lot. I'm sure it's like golf because golf is something I've also told myself I'm going to do. I still haven't made it
that
out to
should
the
be your
driving
thing.
range. It's just it
I'm telling you,
is.
that should be your thing.
But
I can't get none of my friends to play golf.
that's not
I don't know
true,
what's
man.
wrong. I don't know what the
I
fuck is
do play
wrong with
golf. It's just not consistent.
you. You
Um,
don't play golf.
I do play golf,
Do you
man.
have
I play
clubs?
golf.
Do you have clubs?
Yes.
You
Nigga,
bought
I go
clubs.
grab them right now. Yes, I have clubs. I have all of it, man. I go to driving range. I got a little key fob right now. If I go to the range, the ball's already paid for it. Like I got all of it, man. I need to
Just don't
find the time to actually
do
go out there. Yeah, man. I need more enthusiastic friends. Maybe if I had a friend that was excited, maybe he give me a clap when I did well, man. I was excited for my success. And maybe I
Well,
go
that's
out
what's
there.
dope about playing golf because you ain't competing really. Like you can bet money, but you ain't competing, and you do clap for your friends when you're out there.
Yeah,
Like I
golf
do
clap
that.
for real.
You definitely like out on the golf. I definitely like good shot. But that's excitement 1,000,000%.
Uh
1,000,000% get that excitement. And you be out there with people you don't know and get excited for them. Like when somebody hit a good shot, you always gonna tell them that's part of golf etiquette. Like good shot. You know what I'm saying?
nah,
So you're not
that's
competing against somebody. That's one without competition. You do want to do better than you don't want to completely shit the bed when you're out there just playing with somebody you don't know. But also you're not rooting against them.
right.
Unless you bet money.
I think it would be cool if you had something new, added something new to the arsenal, man, just to spice up your life, spike up your life, as they say. Just to kind of say something that, like, I'm learning this from tap or not. This is me just projecting. You could just be comfortably fine, just doing what you do.
No, I agree with you. I just don't know what it would be.
I don't know. Cooking.
I don't
When
know.
the last time you cooked?
I cook. Yeah, no, that's one of my
You cook
favorite
all the
things.
time. I know you like
I
it,
don't
but that's why
cook.
I'm asking. Like,
Yeah,
you
I don't
cook
cook
all
all
the
the time. I could cook more, but yeah, that's one of the things I love to do. That's my thing. Like I'm following, and I thought about doing. I'm gonna buy me some cookbooks. Actually, I'm following Mr. Chowtime. I don't know if you know him. He one of the food review niggas, and he going through Gordon Ramsay cookbook and cooking a meal a day each day. So he'll take the recipe, cook it, then taste test and give his review on it. It's real good. I mean, if you're interested, I'll send it. But I watch cooking shows. Like I love cooking.
Would you do something like that for like content?
For content? Nah, I look like nah.
Why not? Why not?
That's my time. It was my like we talked about. That's my part. Like I don't think that's I don't think that's entertaining.
Fair.
I mean, I ain't gonna kick it out. I ain't gonna say nah. It ain't. It. I wouldn't do it. Like if somebody asked me to do it, and it was, I wouldn't do it for just like because I wanted to. It would have to be okay. This makes sense. I ain't trying to spread myself. I was talking to Dave about that this week. Like, and I know me and you talked about it too on the phone. I'm beginning to get to a point where I feel like I'm spreading myself too thin. To be honest with you,
you've been spreading yourself too thin, my nigga.
I'm getting to the point though now where I feel it, and I'm like, God damn. Like I'm finally getting to that point. It's been 3-4 years, maybe 3 years I've been operating at this clip. And now it's finally starting to feel like, God damn.
Well, for one,
Going
I'm
every
surprised it
day.
took that long. That says a lot about you and just how
Yeah.
you kind of grind things out. What is that? I've asked you this before. What does that mean? Are you even like? I don't even know if you would even change anything.
That's why I said I don't know what that means either. Me and Dave was talking about this the other day. And he was like, because I was telling him about what me and you spoke about with plateauing and stuff of that nature. He was like, well, what if instead of 7, you did 3? And I was explaining the significance. Instead of 7 podcasts, you did 3. And I was explaining the significance kind of each one. And to Mo's point, full circle, just hearing it out loud and talking it out loud, I understood why I did all 7 or all the podcasts that I do. It makes sense for On Deck. Like all the things that I do, I definitely enjoy them, but they serve different purposes as well. Like what we do with Good Earners and No More Have Measures serves a purpose. On Deck serves a purpose. This most definitely serves probably the most important purpose for me. And even working with Dead End, all of that serves a purpose. My least probably favorite thing to do is podcasting, and probably what we cut out, but I wouldn't want to do that, is like reviewing and talking about the movies and TV shows. I don't know if I offer enough perspective on it. Like when I'm watching, like the best perspective I offer on it is my personality. I've listened to you. You give a breakdown. Like you really good at the movie breakdowns, the facts about the movies, and all the different things.
That.
And like that's your bag. I don't have that when it comes to movies. Like I just got a general like person off the street reaction, and I guess that's the charm of it. You know what I'm saying? That's the charm of it. For like when people listening to me and the comments that I've gotten, that's why they want me to see shit, because it's the charm of like, oh, you just going to see a movie, dog. You're a normal person just going to see a movie, and you get a reaction, and that's valuable for people who are like you. So I guess that's the charm of it. But that's probably my least. Well, I feel like I'm least in my bag out of everything that I do. Like I feel like On Deck is automatic. Like that's waking up in the morning. Like I can do that in my sleep. Me and Chris got it down. Me and AB got it down. We pull up to the studio at 5:45. We done by 6:30. No cuts, no breaks, no edits, no nothing. Boom, recorded. Got it.
It's also your longest tenured podcast.
You've been doing it the long time.
It's
like you got a job a long time. Exactly. So yeah, that's natural. This one I feel like is most important and what I'm most proud of, in the sense of we get to do this. Like even now, we ain't really talking about a lot, but it's interesting. You don't really hear people talk like this. And that was the goal that I was shooting for when I even had this idea. And doing this with Mo and me and him just building a rapport. Who does a podcast about building rapport with somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like that was the original premise when me and Mo was doing it, just to build rapport for Good Earners. And to see what it's grown into, to have events and people have popped up to listen to it, have merch. Like this is what I'm most proud of, and probably what I enjoy doing the most. On Deck's the easiest. This is what I enjoy doing the most. And then sports is sports. Like when you talk sports with Dead End Sports, that's it. Like I love doing that more so than football season, but not necessarily right now. Like I don't really, NBA don't mean, like again, I got one team. That's what I'm into. I'm into football, but I can talk basketball because I watch sports. And some of those comments that we've gotten from Good Earners. That's the reason for that. Like that's like if we were big time actors, to me that's like going to do Broadway or going to do an indie film. Like some of the comments that we've gotten, how people have, like how people speak about it, the randomness of the people that listen to No More Half Measure and Good Earners. Like that for me, that holds a very special place in my heart as far as like, damn, you got this 60-year-old white lady that's in wherever, or this 30-year-old, like it's so random.
Do it under in London, and
yes,
random dude in Albuquerque,
to me, bro. But that's what, when we said we was doing this, like that's what TV does. So that's the reach and appeal you can get. So I say all of that to say each thing that I do serves a purpose. So it's hard to cut it out. And when I say that I'm feeling overextended, and I start to thinking about it in that way. Well, I'm like, well, I ain't got no room to cut nothing. So,
well, you do. You just
operated that clip.
You don't want to.
I don't.
And I'm wondering if that's cool. I'm always on the side of too early versus too late. Like I'd rather leave something early than leave it too late. Like, I don't want to. There's some people like, let's talk about the athlete mentality, right? There's the athlete mentality of like, I'm leaving it all out there on the field. I'm leaving it all out there in the court. Like I want to, I want my shoulder to go out throwing this last pitch like CC Sabathia, right? I want to go out on my shield versus, nigga, I want to hit the last shot and walk off in the glory and still be able to do what I want to do next. Like, I'm not trying to give it all. Yeah, I don't want to give it my all and then that's it. Like, I don't have any time or room for anything else. I think one of the things probably with
hold on, no. Elaborate on that a little bit more. Elaborate. What do you mean though? So like you said you don't want to give it your all until you have
and not have room for anything else.
And not have room for anything else.
Well, all right. So here's what I mean. I don't want to go so hard to where it's a chore, and now I don't want to do this. Now it feels like a force. All the stuff that I do, I still wake up and want to do it. Yes, right?
I'm the same.
I think there is something to be said about being able to recognize when it's, oh shit, I don't really have a passion for this or the love for this anymore. And being able to identify it and say, okay, then let me start planning on my exit now. Like I'm sure Mo hit a point with this when he was just like, yo, this is getting to be a little bit too much. Like it's time for me to leave. If Mo stayed on for an additional 25 chapters, I think it would have been a big difference in the product because he wouldn't have wanted to do it or had the passion to do it. I think I applaud him for being mature enough to see it and emotionally intelligent enough to see, okay, then I'm coming to the end. Let me go ahead and plan my exit sooner rather than later. And that's the same way. Because I told you earlier in this conversation, that middle ground is a very tricky place. I either care or I don't. When I stop caring, everybody gonna know it. And I don't want to be the person that's coming in and fucking up the whole groove of things because I stopped giving a fuck 10 episodes ago. Like I'd much rather just be like, you know what? I served my time. This was dope. This no longer serves me. I had a great time. Boom, I'm out. And then I can be like, all right, man, I missed that. But I think usually once I reach that point, I'm comfortable with whatever decision is made. That's why I think I said in one of our chats one day with me, you, and Mo. I'm like, man, I wonder if I did take time away. Like if I just said I'm about to take the next 2 months off, I'm not recording anything. I'm just going to get my mind right, focus on life. I wonder which podcasts I would miss the most or which ones I would look back and say, oh, I don't need that at all no more. Like, I can leave that there. Like, you know what I mean? It's fascinating from this. I know this one for sure is this one's just way too important. I wouldn't give it up unless I had nothing else to really give or it was time to transition. But anything else is like, all right, well, because there's other avenues, there's other ways to talk about those things. So you mentioned me and movies and the way I look at it. And there is a difference, right? So I do like your perspective because I can nerd out too much where people are like, hey, bro, I don't give a fuck about all that shit you're telling me. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about who was almost cast in this role or whatever. Just talk about what you saw. And I actually came up with an idea that I'm going to roll it out this upcoming week, maybe this weekend. Start a TikTok, man, to start a little series. I'm not going to, it's going to be movie related. I don't want to say too much about what it is just because I want to just start doing it and making my own. I don't want not saying anybody would hear it and listen. And I'm also not one of those people that I don't really get concerned when people say, oh man, you should have done that idea. Like, this idea. Like, so for example, well, I won't use that example yet, but let's just say let's say we're doing Breaking Bad, right? And let's say before we started Breaking Bad, they announced the Breaking Bad podcast where they're going to bring back some of the stars. Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul and Anna Gunn and Vince Gilligan all hosting a podcast about Breaking Bad. And it's the same time we're relaunching. A lot of people will look at that and be like, oh, shit. The actual actors, I don't give a fuck because you still can't do it the way I do it, in my opinion. That's ego, that's confidence. I don't know what it is, but that stuff never bothers me. Like, line it up. It's almost like we both like cooking. We both watch Top Chef and shit. Like sometimes we got to use the same ingredients to make this, bro. Like line it up. Like cook your meal, I'm gonna cook my meal, and my shit gonna smash yours. I don't give a fuck that we got to use the same thing. As long as we have an even playing field and we can make shit shake. So
and ain't nobody gonna share the same experience as you. That's what I learned doing On Deck. Like yeah, you may talk about it a week later in the Breakfast Club or Joe Budden or Academics or whoever it is. But the fact of the matter is, once you've built a fan base, people want to hear what you got to say about it.
Yeah,
that's what that's one thing that I understand that I need to capitalize more on, because I take that for granted being in this space. Like, because I do so much podcasting. Like I fail to realize sometimes how much people want to hear my perspective on different stuff. So like what you said, a TikTok or a Patreon, yeah, like I should do that probably, but I don't even know how that would look.
Yeah, man, you be bored.
Do you know how to work TikTok?
No,
I don't even know how to work. I don't even know how to work TikTok. I only know how to scroll the videos, nigga.
That goes back to our conversation at the very beginning about that. I'll figure it out. Like this is something I told you about what I've been looking at. Well, real quick, I told you what I've been looking at, like as far as his numbers and just how things change in this industry. And one of the things is like you're gonna have to go ahead and start this shit and really start to build numbers non-traditional ways or ways you didn't think you would. And I'm cool with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. And I found the biggest thing for me was finding the idea to go back to the authenticity, where I don't want to just do stuff just because other people are doing it. I want something that's me. It's got to be me, and I'm able to portray it in this platform. And I found something. I'm like, oh, this is me, and I can do it like this. And I'm knowledgeable and smart enough to do it. I think I'm skilled enough to do it. So that's where I'm excited to go and get it going. It's the actual getting up, figuring this shit out part that I'm like, oh man, I don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it. I told myself, I gave myself a date, and it's going to work out. So what were you going to say? I'm sorry.
I'm excited to see that. I have no idea what I was about to say.
Okay.
No idea. But yeah, I'm excited to see that. I think that's going to be dope. Yeah, I ain't even never seen you on TikTok, nigga. That's why I asked you.
I'm not on. I don't have a.
You ain't even got an account yet?
I have a personal account that I don't use. I'm not really on TikTok. Like, so
do you check it? Like, do you scroll TikTok as one of your social media apps?
No,
because you don't even be on. What's your main social media app? Instagram.
Instagram probably.
Mine is Twitter.
So I'm on Threads a lot now. Just
Threads have picked up.
Threads are picked up. I fuck with Threads. I done sent you a couple of threads.
Hey, there's some threads out there though. Like I would sleep on Threads. I was like, okay,
Threads is cool.
What they doing over here on Threads?
Threads remind me of old school Twitter. It remind me of like 2011 Twitter.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what it kind of does, man. They kind of get to
it. And it ain't like the people on there, they ain't got 10,000 followers and all that. Like it's shooting distance followers. Like
real.
It's some it's yeah.
And I feel like it's easy. Yeah, it's easy to navigate too. I feel like it's easy to just jump on, and it's already catered to.
They got a good algorithm too. They got a good algorithm. Once you start liking shit, that's all. Like you're like, okay, all right, yeah. They figured that TikTok algorithm out. But no, I never. That's probably. I'd have to remember to open the TikTok app. Unless somebody send me something that's from TikTok, I do got an account. Like when I go to TikTok, it's like because I haven't been there so long, like so many notifications and messages and shit. Like, bro, this is overwhelming. Like I don't know how to do. Like I be seeing them do dope content with TikTok, and I can barely figure out how to load up a video and record it.
Yeah, it's I'm gonna figure it out, and we're gonna see what happens from there. I just want to see, like, I'm at the point now where why not? Let's just see what happens. And yeah, I'll probably be. Most people that I know that do that, they usually say, man, I wish I did this sooner. So like I said, I found the thing that I wanted to do that I think will be good. And I feel like I can execute, and we'll just see how the rest of it goes. So I'm excited to get that going. And now it's just about, you can hold me accountable too, man. I expect you to hit me up and be like, yo, I ain't seen that shit you was talking about. I ain't seen that TikTok. Like you made that. What happened? Yeah, I expect that. I'll be very disappointed if I don't hear that from you. And that's for everybody else that checks on me and stuff like that too, for saying all this. So yeah, now I'll put it out there and I got to do it. But I'm excited about it. Just going back to the whole excitement thing. Most of the ideas for the past year or so, when they say you got to do X, Y, Z, it felt like something I had to do. like just something that you got to do to hit the numbers and make the algorithm push your brand. This one, I'm like, I'm looking forward to this because it's kind of in my bag. Like I'm excited to nerd out about it. What's the last thing you nerded out about? You would say, like you really get nerdy.
TV. Definitely. I nerd out about TV. Like, yeah, I get into TV. Like, for sure, when we were doing Good Earners, like you got to think, I looked at every episode 3 times when we were doing Good Earners.
Oh yeah, you was
like, so like for us, like for that teacher that wrote in and was like, y'all should. This is how you break down art. Like, I wish I could show this to my class. Like that meant a lot because I feel like we put a lot into that product. Like Good Earners is like
it's the best Sopranos podcast ever.
Yeah, I'll stand on it. Like we put a lot into that. Yeah, we collectively, me, you and Mo, we put a lot into that, and I nerded out on it. Like even with the reviews, the thing we do in the beginning when I, write that little whatever the intro. Synopsis. I couldn't think of that for shit. Yeah, synopsis. But I couldn't think of that for nothing. But I watched every episode 3 times. Like once just to watch it, another time to like, okay, let me take my notes, and then while we were watching it, while we were recording, I would watch it then too. So we look every episode I did that. So that I nerded out on. When I was watching Game of Thrones, I definitely nerded out on that. Like when that shit was going on, like I wanted to know everything. Like I'm into that. Like world bit. Like I wanted to know the history of the North. I wanted to know all of it, all the Starks, how they got here. Like I wanted to know everything. I watched the videos. I listened to podcasts. Like I was everything Game of Thrones. It was out. I was on it.
I love it. Yeah. I don't think we beat our chest enough about Good Earners. Like I mean that when I say this is the best Sopranos podcast ever, and that's including the one with Steven Sciarippa and why can't I think of my man's name in real life?
Michael Imperioli.
Yes, I think that's including that. Like I just think there's no other podcast that you'll ever find that can replicate what we did with Good Earners. Like
not at all.
The perspectives, the takes, like the random things that we will point out and have a conversation about. They don't exist, and it was my proudest work. And like you said, that compliment that we got from Miss Gwinnett, which I wish that we could teach Sopranos just so I can show them y'all podcast and explain that this is how you break things down. This is how you actually do that. Like that's just dope.
Yeah, that was you right. I don't think we beat our chest enough about it. It's like even in conversation when I tell people it's like something we did, but I'm very specific when I tell them. Because I don't think anybody that's done what we done when we talk about the Sopranos in the sense of we broke down every scene of every episode. Nobody's ever done that. Even when they're doing Sopranos podcasts, it's like an overall synopsis. They pick out different points of the show. We took our time and broke down it, which is crazy, by the way, because we ain't even doing Breaking Bad like this. But we took our time and broke down essentially every scene of the Sopranos.
We doing Breaking Bad like that. Like we're not skipping anything. We just might combine it.
You do it a little bit different. Yeah, you do it a little bit different as far as a host and Mo. And not to say one's better or one's worse. And to your point,
they're different shows.
Breaking Bad don't have to be done like that. The Sopranos can be done like that. Like The Wire needs to be done like that. Game of Thrones can be done like that. Breaking Bad, if we being all the way for real, like it don't gotta be broke down scene by scene.
And that's part of why I wanted to be a Mike, because I knew I could kind of navigate the conversation. Not because of anything other than I didn't think Breaking Bad was at the same level as Sopranos, and being able to identify, okay, we can move on from this versus stick on this. Shout out to my good brother Mo, man. But Mo's podcast that he's a part of, they're very long. Like childish grown-ups on I'm just being real, like they're just long. And I'm just
shout out to Ashley and Mia.
Shout out to Ashley and me, of course. And at some point, it's good. Like when we do Wire, they're going to be long episodes. Like it just is what it is. There's no around that. Sopranos long episodes, so I don't mind it. But also there could be some things where it's like, all right, we don't have to spend X amount of time on this, and we can go ahead and move on. And I think that comes from having multiple projects that we're part of. Like if all I was doing was Breaking Bad, if that literally was the only podcast I'm doing, I'm cool doing 3 hours a week. But
I don't think you
also,
could get 3 hours out of that show though. Yeah,
that was just
that
about to
don't
be
be
my next
watching.
point. That was just about to be my next point. Also, the product got to
It
be
ain't
able to
that
give
deep.
it to you.
It ain't that deep.
Sopranos gave it to you. This one doesn't. It gives you a lot, and it's enjoyable, and I still enjoy talking about it. And I feel like we're just now finding our good earners groove, but it's also just a little bit different. So it's yeah. I really enjoyed that, and I'm enjoying what's next and the whole nine. That's cool. I know that you anything outside of what you talk about on recording that you nerd out about. Is there anything that you just
Golf.
I'm not talking about this on a podcast. Golf,
cook. I nerd out about cooking. Cooking, golf, because I always watch the Food Network. I listen to cooking podcasts. I bought Audible cookbooks talking about the use of the 3 most important ingredients in every dish. It's and the Cowboys.
apparently not. Apparently not, my nigga.
Don't over enthusiasm. Over enthusiasm. And I listen to the podcast. I know the situations. I keep up. I am a sports fan. I just don't understand the jump up and down like that. I'm not doing it. Do you do the wave when it comes through?
No.
Okay.
Not doing the wave. But I am enthusiastic. Like I said, the chants and all that stuff.
Now, look, I'm not saying I'm opposed to it. I just never been in. I don't go to as many games as you do. I've never been putting. And when I do go to games, again, I'm dolo. Like I'm coming to watch the game. I want to see my team win. I get excited with a clap or whatever it may be, fist pump. I don't do it enough. I feel like what you're saying to get enthusiastic about it. I don't do it enough. Like I'm watching at home. Like my team playing, I want to see and hear the commentary. I want to see all the shit that's going on. So it's very rare that I'm going to games, which is probably why me and you got different perspectives about it.
That's fair.
But I ain't cheering for shit though. I ain't doing
all right, man. You cool ass Spike.
It ain't even about being cool though.
Yeah, all right.
Have you ever clapped? Have you ever clapped at the end of the movie?
I don't think I have.
I've clapped after plays. Like I go to play. That's what I want to do.
Different.
You said the new thing. I want to see more plays.
Okay. Yeah, you mentioned before that you really like plays.
Detroit 1967 is playing at this. I passed it on my way home from my corporate job now, and they're doing what they're doing Detroit 1967, which was did you see the movie? Wasn't that a movie? Am I not mistaken? It was a movie, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure John Boyega was in it. Yeah, I think John Boyega was in it.
Him and the ugly, our boy from Friday Night Lights. I think it's our boy from Friday Night Lights.
Which one?
If I'm not mistaken, Landry.
Oh, Jesse Clemens.
Yeah. I think it's him in there.
It's the other dude. I know
it's the other ugly white dude. Look, it reminds you of Jesse Clemens. Yeah. Okay, got you.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know exactly who I'm talking about.
Because he was in the one movie. What's the name of that movie? Meet the Millers.
Yeah,
and he was in Warfare.
You know exactly who I'm talking about. Him.
I know exactly. I can't think of his name right now, but yeah, it's funny because they look alike.
They do. But yeah, that's gonna be my new thing. Like fun.
Will Poulter. Will Poulter is his name.
Poulter. That's his name. Yeah, doing plays. Yeah, I want to
be in the Bear too.
That's it. He was a cook in the Bear. Yes.
Yeah, he was a cook in the Bear, like a little guest episode and stuff like that. Yeah. That's funny. More plays. That's dope. I would like doing that too.
Plays.
Fantasy football is one of the things I nerd out about. And I always tell people this is some nerd shit. It's Dungeons. It's Dungeons and Dragons. Like I'm good at it though. I'm good at it. I think that's
because
why.
of it.
Because what?
I couldn't do
nerdy
it.
It is?
I couldn't. No, the people that nerd out about it, it's fine. But it's the same reason I quit playing video games in leagues with people. I stopped doing
people take it more serious than you do.
They're taking it away. I'm never going to win, and I'm too competitive for it. Like if you looking at YouTube and coming up with strategies, and you're doing all these,
I got trophies.
I'm not doing it.
This is my last year trophy.
And look,
listen, they gave me a ring. Like I got a little ring on.
Yeah. See, I would never be in your fantasy football league. at all.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
nah. I need
my nigga
casual
good.
fans.
My nigga
I need
good like
casual
that.
fans. No. I need
My nigga
casual
good
people.
like that. I remember,
bro, that's why I
like
stopped playing video games. People were taking it way more serious. Like niggas was looking at YouTube videos and they were spamming plays that couldn't be stopped and doing weird shit. Like I was like, bro, come on, man. I'm not doing that.
my
I
nigga
don't even want
good.
to figure out how to stop that.
Yeah, I had a league, and he was like, "Man, y'all niggas take this shit too serious, bro. I'm
Too
out. I
serious.
can't do it."
Yeah.
That's just always funny to me because it is what it is.
Bro, my homeboy got a league that they play in college football right now where they play every night. They play like they advance. They're in their 16th season.
Yeah, I can't.
They're in their
too busy for that.
16th season and they play every night.
I'm far too busy for
Like,
that.
bro, I can't do that. There's no way that I can do that.
I got one more thing I want to talk to you about before we get out of here.
It's our Seinfeld episode.
Yeah,
episode
absolutely.
about nothing.
Episode about nothing. We just talking. It's a little bit of a pivot because we kind of talked about it before the episode, but I'm not going to take it to the full length because that could be its own episode, and we can maybe say that for another time. But I want to pose a question to you. Okay. Do you feel like you're informed enough about what's going on in the world or the country or the world? Do you feel like you're informed enough?
I feel like, damn, that's a really good question. Informed enough. Because all the information is out there. And if you want to hear it, you can hear it. And I feel like it's overwhelming sometimes to get the information. So when you say informed, damn, that's
are you actively aware of what's going on in the country, in the world at this moment? Because the reason I asked
because of what I do. I was gonna say because of what I do, it's is the mic still on, and even this sometimes I have to know what's going on. So yeah, I go over current events every week. Like I produce is the mic still on, so I have to come up with the topics that we're gonna talk about every week. Like so, I thought I told you that before. Yeah,
nah, you did. I knew that. You we talked about that on the phone before we even started talking on the phone.
So I got to come up. Yeah, true. So I got to come up with the topics every week. So I'm constantly looking through Yahoo and AP News and CNN. Like I look through that shit every week to come up with different topics. And I listen to every morning. The first thing that I do, well, not the first thing that I do, but as I'm getting ready for my day, the first thing that I listen to is Start Here podcast. It's ABC News. Like it's 20 minutes. They go over 3 stories and then one little fun thing at the end. But every day they give you the top news of the day. What happened, what you need to know about. And that's what I use that to stay informed, as you say.
But do you deep dive once you get past? Nope. So once you hear one story, do you go and say, I'm looking at, okay.
Only if it's interesting. So I know people that overextend themselves like that. Like I have friends that really get into it and like, well, did you know this part about it? It's this, and they're saying this. Like I ain't getting that deep into it unless it's something that I care about or I have to talk about. Other than that, like, don't hit me with the no, I'm not doing it. Do you do that?
What?
So how do you intake your news every day? Or do you feel like that you
right now? I haven't been, and that's what sparked.
No podcast. You don't watch the news. None of that.
I haven't been. I normally do. So I normally do. I know you do. Start Here. I do Up First.
I used to listen to Up First.
Higher Learning. That's like my cultural hub. Yeah, that's my cultural hub to kind of hear about stories. A lot of stories that I might not have even found or known about had it not been that. Obviously, the big stuff, of course. But outside of that, recently, I just feel like I haven't been in the space. And the reason I'm asking that question is I feel like as an adult, I don't really have that luxury.
Wait, so not being in the space, did that consist of you not listening to Up First every morning, or is that part of your routine and you still listen to it?
No, that was me not doing none of that. Like just
you're tapping out of the norms.
Yeah.
And what do you replace that with?
Just
Music,
Peace of
working
mind.
out, walking,
Peace of mind.
silence, meditation.
So a lot of times music, but sometimes it's just talking like to myself or like getting my own thoughts out.
Hmm.
Sometimes it can be overwhelming with all the things that go on in the world. And every time, like we started the conversation, every time you turn on the news, it's some new shit, and it's just some new shit that make you like wish that things were the way it used to be, or that none of all of this was going on. And it's just like, damn, and it's just heavy. It can just be heavy. It can be a lot. Like every time you look up, you talk about the financial crisis, you talk about recession, you talk about uh who's
Wars
in
for no
office,
reason.
wars, all of that.
Gas
And it's just
$5 a
like,
gallon.
you got people who just don't give a fuck leading this country. And it's just like, yo, what the fuck, Jim Crow? Like all this shit that's being like the voting act being pretty much tossed out. Motherfuckers really trying to make it 1937 in here. And it's just, I don't know if I have the brain space right now to really understand. Cause I don't like it when I can't do anything. And I don't want to
Do-
be careful when I say that because I
Let
know
me
you
ask
can
you a
vote
question.
and do your civil duty.
Don't
Go ahead.
do you think most people are feeling like that right now? Because that kind of go to what
100%.
Mo was saying in his memo.
Yeah,
Like the,
100%.
the world is very heavy right now.
Yeah.
So are most people starting to pull back? You
I
think?
think so, but it's what I where I struggle with. Yes, to answer your question, yes, I do think people are starting to pull back because they got other stuff. Like people are trying to figure out how they're gonna pay their bills. Like how am I gonna get from this place to that place? Like imagine having kids and having to run them across the city when gas is $5 a gallon. Like it's just a lot that people are really
I
trying to
was
put
shocked.
together.
I was shocked to hear when Mo was talking about the daycare cost.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
That was shocking to me. Yeah, no,
Oh, we need
no,
that Phil on here
I
talking about
ain't got
man,
kids.
Phil for summer camp, bro, like 2.5 months. It was like 2,500 a kid.
No,
Like yeah, I know you don't have kids, but that's one thing I've always heard about
no.
when people talk about childcare, they really
That
spending a
nigga
thousand
said
a week.
that
A
nigga said
week.
1,800 to 1,000 a week.
Yes,
Are you
that's
fucking
why.
kidding me? Nah, nah.
Yes, that's why people be having grandma watching kids and shit because that shit racks up.
But that's even less prevalent than it was back in our day. Like, yeah, our grandma used to watch us. I don't think people are cool with doing that no more. Which is why
Probably not.
that's why child care is so much. Because now you want to put your kid in somewhere where you feel like they learn and they ain't just sitting over your grandma's house eating out the fridge all day watching TV. You want them to get the best experience necessary being a kid because you know more now. The adults now know a lot more than the adults did when we were coming up. So that's how the child care industry has been able to manipulate that. Like, yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
you
fact.
want me to watch your kid? Yeah, we finna bust your head. Because the only
Yeah.
other option that you got is not going to work or leaving them at grandmama's house where they ain't gonna be learning shit. And we
Yeah.
know how vital information and education is at an early age nowadays. Parents know more. Like our mom thought it was cool to like, I'm dropping you off of your auntie house. I'm dropping you off of your grandmama house. Like somebody finna watch you. I'm finna go to
Mm-hmm.
work and I'm gonna come pick you up when I get off work. Don't you do nothing stupid. Boom, that's it. But when Mo said, nigga, they charging $800 a week for
Mm-hmm.
childcare, that shit like a goddamn, that's a racket, bro. That shit
That's why
crazy.
I really don't understand how that works or how people afford it. Um, I ain't paying for it, so I don't ask questions. But I know it is expensive
I
as
ain't got
hell.
nothing to do with it. Yeah, I ain't got nothing to do with
Exactly,
that.
I know it's expensive as hell. So, um, I say all that to say, I think when people have those real life problems just kind of popping up, it's just harder to like pile on with more bad news, and especially when you're frustrated with how things even got this way, and it's easy to disconnect, but also that responsibility where you can't, man. I don't feel like I don't feel like
But
me if I'm not
I'm trying to
informed with
understand
everything that I need to be informed with. Go ahead.
what does that look like though? So
What do you mean?
you go from I'm sure on your day-to-day basis, you listen to Up First, you said man podcast, you listen to that. When you say and get to a point where I'm going to disconnect, you
Mm-hmm.
stop doing those things where you're getting the information every day and it feels like it's too much, and then you transition to what? Like, is it I know I asked this earlier, but I don't think we got clear like what is it? Is it a walk? Are you reading books now? Like what? Like if you
No,
are
no.
stopping to, that's because those things are part of your routine, right?
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm not doing anything. Like I'm focusing on producing the podcast I'm a part of. I'm focusing on
So you'll dive into work.
I'll dive into work. I'll play the game. Like something that I don't really get a chance to do a lot.
Okay, so just
I'll
completely
do
unplugged.
things. I'm completely unplugged. I'm not doing anything productive with that time. The stuff that I'm already doing, like I already work out. Like you know what I mean. I already go to the gym, so it's not like I'm replacing it with that.
But it's so I guess what I'm trying to wrap my head around, because for me, Start Here, when I say that's the podcast that I listen to, that's part of my routine. So if I wake up
Yeah.
in the morning and I don't do that, I would feel like, damn, I'm missing something today.
I don't
You
feel
didn't
like
feel
that.
like that with up first.
Nope.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, my
So
brain
like
didn't
if I
have
don't listen
capacity
to,
for it.
if I don't listen to Joe, like because I listen to, like you saying, for Higher Learning, I listen to Joe like that. I'm listening when they drop. I'm like, so if I don't listen on the day that they drop, I'm like, damn, I forgot to do something today. Like, and it nags me. That don't happen to you?
Hell, I got way too much to do anyway. Like I'm
I
looking
got
to
a
take
lot to
stuff
do,
off
but
my
it's
plate.
still, I got a lot to do. It still bother me though. Like I guess I'm a routine person or whatever it may be, but like there's certain things that I need to happen on a daily basis. In a sense,
It
when you're
did
talking about
bother
the type
me.
of stuff that you talk about.
Like when I fell behind on Higher Learning, that bothered me, and I felt the need to catch up. Then I was like, man, none of this shit matter. It don't matter. I'll listen to what I listen to. Like you know what I mean. Like I can't stress myself over stuff that.
See, that's interesting because that's my fun. When you ask me, like listening to Start Here or Joe Budden podcast, that's my fun. Like when you ask me what fun is for me, like listening to them, being able to laugh and feel like you know the characters or whatever it may be, I think that's my fun. So all my fun revolves around conversation.
This is gonna sound wild. Now, you know what? I don't even want to take it there. I don't even want to take it there. I got a conversation I want to have. Nah, because well, I was well, one doesn't have to do with the other, but it just what you just said just made me think of this. So I went to go see Dave Chappelle at his comedy club, and one of the comedians, man, he was from Norway. He had me weak because he was very awkward, right? Very awkward. He had this annoying voice, and he knew it. And he was just kind of talking about what it was like living like that. And he mentioned he was at a party once, and a woman came up to him and said, after a few minutes of conversation, a woman looked at him and said, I think you're on the spectrum. I think you have some autism. I think you're autistic, which was hilarious to me because that's just a wild shit to say to someone. But also, it made me think, like, I wonder if anybody's ever done that with me. I wonder if I've ever had a conversation. And the part of the joke, too, was like how women do that. Like, women will say that. He said, if it was a man will look at you and be like, oh, something fucked up with Buddy. Something going on with him. But they wouldn't say it out loud like, I think you on the spectrum. They keep it to themselves and keep it pushing. Women will look at you dead in your face and say that. And it started this thought process of, I wonder what my trait would be, because I in some way,
I 1,000,000%
believe,
know people have said that about me.
Well, I'm about to say I believe that everyone. I'm a firm believer that everyone is on the spectrum of some degree. We all have quirks and things like, but so all right, you answering my question.
Yeah, I know people say that about me.
But do you know what it is? You know what trait you give off to make them say that? That's the thing that made me think about it. Like, I wonder if I've ever done anything and somebody look at me, oh, this nigga. You know what I mean? And I had a conversation with someone about this, and they were.
I used to work at this job, and this comment has always stuck with me because I really didn't know this person. I just spoke to him.
Well, you said like your podcast was fun. I just started. The first thought I thought, like, man, this nigga Lou might be.
That ain't fun for you.
It is, but like the whole conversation put it together, I'm just like, this nigga don't cheer at games. Like, this nigga might be the accountant. Funny. Like, this nigga might be the accountant for real.
That's hilarious because it go to what I was just about to say. I'm gonna share this. I probably shouldn't even share this and would even add to the point. I was working at this job at corporate, man. It was sales. And this girl told me she wasn't a traditional girl. She was like LGBTQ. So she told me one day.
Traditional girl is crazy.
I gotta give full context. I want people to know I wasn't courting. It wasn't no courting situation. I want to know. I want the context to be very clear because it wasn't like I had done anything to her to make her feel this way, other than speak to her every day. I want to be very clear. Like she was a male leaning LGBTQ member. Like she was one
flannel
of them.
shirt.
So,
flannel shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Them.
Yeah.
She probably walked around with the strap on. So, bro, she told me one day. I gotta wait till you quit laughing because I swear to God, this was maybe this had to be at least 5-6 years ago, and I still remember this shit, and it fucked with me. And I spoke to her one day, and she said, "You know what? You're like the nicest serial killer I ever met." And I was like, "What, bitch?" And you just said the same thing essentially.
I almost like no bullshit. I almost earlier this episode called you when you talk about the sports shit. I was about to call you a serial killer. Like that's serial killer traits.
Hey, she said that, and I was like, "What the fuck is she talking about?" And she was just like, "I was like, hey, how you doing?" She's like, "You know, you're the nicest serial killer type person I ever met." I was like, "What the fuck do that mean?" So yeah, but and you get you shaking your head like, yeah, like nigga, what the fuck do that mean?
I get it.
I don't understand it. So that's the craziest one for me.
Yeah, man. You just,
I don't understand it. Explain that to me.
Yeah, it's hard to explain, man. You just see it. Like you're never gonna see it because it's you. Like, but the fact that you don't understand, like the fact that you so matter of factly, or like, I don't get how people go to the games and cheer and like get it like overly enthusiastic. Like that just tells me like, oh, this dude, like I said, I started thinking about The Accountant, like the movie, and I'm like, oh, this nigga Lou, this might be. You never seen it with Ben Affleck?
I seen some part 2, but I know what you mean. I know how he acts because part 2 got Jeremy Renner in it, right?
No, it's got John Berthal.
John Berthal, yes, I've seen some.
That's his brother. That's his brother.
Yeah,
in the movie.
And I know how
he's in both of them.
Right, I know how he acts, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just his brain. More than anything, his brain just doesn't work the way everybody else. Like it's not like he's dumb. Like he's very smart. He knows emotionally he just isn't the same as everyone. Like there's moments when people want to connect with him in a certain way, and he's just incapable of doing it, and it frustrates those people. It frustrates the people. Like in the second. So John Berthal's in the first one too, but not as much as he is in the second one. Right. So in the second one, there's a moment when he was like upset, like, man, you'll never call me, like you won't like hit me up, like just like, do you not care? And Ben Affleck's character tells him like, my brain just don't work like that. Like it just,
and I'll be
like
feeling
the love and affect, the love and the affection that you. Hey man, listen, hey man, the love and affection that you need, he doesn't know how to give it. Like he can give it in his own way, but it's very different, and it's very matter of fact. So it just you just tell when people have this characteristic to them, like the little small traits that you pick up over time. Well, it's small traits that you pick up over time. Like you don't connect with humans the same way as the average human does, which isn't a bad thing, right? That isn't a bad thing. But I also could see it being frustrating, not for you, but for people who try to get to know you. I could see it being frustrating. You have to really you have to identify what I'm saying and be like, oh, okay, then. Like, and it's weird saying it because it makes it, when you put something like that on somebody, you think that they just all the way weirded out, for lack of better terms, but that's not the case.
No, I know you're not saying
like, you were not regular, like not remarkable, but you just you were a regular nigga. Like you still,
I'm a nigga.
You a nigga. You were definitely a nigga's nigga. Nah, you a nigga's nigga for sure. And that's one of the things I love about you. I ain't gonna hold you. Like you a nigga's nigga. But you also, I can tell that there is a connection, and not because you are acting like that. I just think that's how your brain is. Like you don't, that none of the other stuff makes sense to you. Like, and I'm trying to think of a good example because we all have that. We all have that kind of thing.
Sound like you calling me Forrest Gump or something.
Nah, you ain't Forrest. It ain't that bad. Yeah, but it ain't that bad.
No, I know that though. I know that sometimes those are like, again, circling back to Mo, those are some of the things that I think about, like some interactions that I know probably because of me not being like what you saying, and just the interaction being awkward because like I don't understand what you're talking about right now. Like I don't even
Like
right?
I never forget when Mo said he doesn't do birthdays. Like I'm not good with birthdays. I don't remember the bros' birthdays. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of that would be something I expect you to do too. Like you wouldn't.
No, I'm trying to be better with that now. Like Dan's birthday was today. May is a heavy birthday month for my friend group.
Okay.
So I try to make sure that I send out if it's on my if it's on my Apple calendar, if I put it in there before, like because Apple, when you text somebody happy birthday, they save it in your shit.
Yeah.
So I try to make sure. Yeah, I try to make sure if it pop up and if I see it, I make sure it's in the happy birthday text because I know what that means to me. It means a lot to me when people like you. I not let down because let down is the wrong word, but sometimes you take note of people who don't be like happy birthday to you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like
that goes back,
and it go both ways too, because some people that you fuck with, you feel like, well, yeah, I know they wouldn't send me happy birthday text. But also some people that you fuck with, you be like, damn, I can't believe they didn't send me a happy birthday text. So it go two ways in the sense of that. But I always try to make sure that I send, if it pop up on my calendar, I'm sending people happy birthday text.
There's also that's that sensitivity part too.
That too.
Like where like I've noticed that where it doesn't, you try to do the no, I'm just playing. You point it out to them, and then you tell them in the same breath, you tell them, it ain't that big of a deal. Like, it is that big of a deal.
It is.
And
because the people that do it, you feel like you're important to them. Like they took time out there, at least in the text, 2 seconds is what it took. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the people that call you, like that regardless of how nonchalant you try to play it, it still means something. Like it means something when, like, even if it's 1, 2, 3 people, your moms or whoever it may be, those people that hit you up on your birthday, it'd be like that means something because you mean something to them, in my opinion. So I do try to send out that at least that birthday. I ain't calling you at all, but I'll send out the birthday text 100%.
Yeah, I feel you on that. One of the things, so when I talked about the whole spectrum thing, I was thinking about, and it was to the point where I was asking people, like not asking what they thought about me, just pointing out different things and what they thought. Like, are you familiar with this or whatever? Because my one dude said, like, he agreed with me. Like, I think everybody's got a little. The way he said it, everybody got a smidge of autism.
Yeah, that's funny.
So I was pointing out things about myself that might be that I know that are abnormal. So, for example, like people look at my phone screen and they fucking skin crawls because of all my notifications. I'm embarrassed to tell you how many unread text messages I have right now. You know what I mean? And emails and all that stuff. And I was asking, I was like,
you come off like that though.
Like what?
Like you don't check emails or text messages. Like,
I don't.
You just come off like that.
I don't even know what that means, but you're right. Whatever it is, you're right.
Yeah,
I don't like, and I try to get better, and it's just one of them things I just got to realize that's just not you, bro. Like, just
are you late a lot? Yes, even having to do the yes, I can tell you late a lot. Yeah. Phil said that too. Phil said, yeah, you late. You seem like you late a lot too. Like you talking about my things on the spectrum. Those are the two. You seem like you don't check your text messages and you late a lot.
But that's the thing about the text messages. I was told that the people who it does bother, like if you got a lot of notifications that bother, that means you the one on the spectrum. It bothers you. The fact that it doesn't bother me means that I'm cool. Now, what I did learn was
no. It don't work that way. Because you can't just get it, bro. You can't just get. That response was classic. Because you can't just get a notification and not check it, bro. Like what is like that's insane.
What do you mean? Why?
How are you getting the text messages and not checking?
You agree with this?
I know I check it. I just ain't responding. I'm just not responding to it. You're saying you coming from the space of an alert pop up. I'm not even checking it. I may go.
I don't even know what this says.
I ain't doing it. Yeah, I can't.
Like, I'll tell you right now, because a lot of times. So one thing I noticed, I'm always on the move. Like real quick, I try to go ahead.
when somebody call you, do you immediately text them and be like, I can't talk right now, I'll hit you back?
If I really can't talk right now, yes, I will.
I don't care if I can't talk right now or not. I'm still hitting it. If I can't answer, I'm gonna hit them with I hit you right back. Or what's up?
I don't care about that. Like, I'll call you when I call
So
you.
You don't do it.
Well, why would I set an expectation?
So you well, it depends on who it is. Like if Dro hit me up, I always hit Dro because Dro hit me up randomly, like just throughout. Like Dro will call you like 1 o'clock on a Thursday. He like, bro, I'm at work, bro. Like, what's up? Or like when I'm recording or something like that. So I always make sure to text him and let him know I'm just not ignoring his call, but I want him to know that I seen that he called and I'll call him back. Like,
I don't care.
Or my mom, or like
Mom's
important people, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so for important people, if they call you and you can't answer, you do at least shoot them a message or text. That's nuts, Rich.
For what? Why?
Because
I'll call you when I free up. Like, why?
No,
like, why am I on the clock?
If somebody hits you up, I feel like it's, again, important people. My obligation is to at least let you know that I acknowledge your reach out and I'm gonna follow up with you at some point in time when I do free up. I ain't gonna just ignore it and leave it on red or just not answer the phone or let you know that I can't answer the phone. Like anybody that means anything to me when they calling me and I can't answer, I'm gonna hit that little thing on the iPhone shit where it's be like, okay, here go the message, text them whatever. Hey, I'm in a meeting right now. I can't talk right now. I'm recording right now. I'm gonna do that if they mean anything to me. Now, if it's random, if it's some random chick you talking to, or like somebody that never wants anything, I agree with you. But never in no sense is it going to be somebody that I feel like is important to me while I'm doing it.
Chaz called me last Saturday.
I remember you told him.
Yeah, like no text, no nothing. That nigga just called me. I missed it, and that was it. And that nigga the very next morning text me like, "Hey, nigga, call me back." That's what I need. I need that. Hey, nigga. That's why I know you serious. If he never would have sent that, I don't know. I still don't know if his call would have been answered. Like I literally was on the phone with Chaz 2 days ago, and we was talking about something. He gave me a compliment. Like, you good at that, man. You really good at that. He like you're not good at returning calls, but you're good at almost everything else. And I like that's just one of those. Like I don't understand. If I see somebody, if I call someone and they don't pick up, if I called you, Lou, you didn't pick up. Guess what that means? That means you're busy, and I mean you're gonna see my call. You're gonna call me back at some point. I don't need it to be right now. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. There's no guarantee for me if I see your call that I'm gonna call you back. So I need to assure you.
All right, and I'm gonna call you again. I'm gonna call you again, and then that time I'm gonna get the hey nigga, don't act like you don't see my fucking calls. That's when you get that conversation. But I'm not about to send you a text saying, "Oh, I saw your call. I'm gonna hit you back," because I'm not gonna call you back. Like, what you want? Like, why can't you text me whatever it is that you need?
That's nuts. That's like what you were just thinking about me.
That's normal.
Like what you were just thinking about me being on the spectrum. That's how I'm thinking about you right now. That's nuts.
You want to go? You want to go any further? You want to go even further? You want me to tell you how many unread text messages I have right now?
How many you got?
761.
See, that's insane.
And that part of the reason.
Like, how?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm scrolling right now.
Like you ain't went in to go clean them.
I've got texts from February that I ain't opened up yet.
How? Because
like, why? The people,
like I talk to. That. Yeah, I can't even understand it. That's crazy.
Now I will say that probably a lot of them are like random automated. You know how when you put your passcode, like you're gonna text you the passcode.
Yeah,
fuck
like
no. Fuck would I be getting Fashion Nova shit for? Fuck no.
I tried to slide that in.
Yeah. But like sometimes I know the conversation's over. So like I'm looking at January, right?
January. It's May. Nigga crazy. You talked about me. That's what I'm saying. You talked about me being on the spectrum and understanding the only way because you on the same spectrum. That's the way that you know that. That's how you was able to peep it out about me. We both own the spectrum. It's just different spectrums.
Well, people
you have a text message that you haven't read from May. I mean, excuse me, from January. That's nuts.
Nah, Lou. I'm trying to see if it's a legit text because some of these are like I said, spam messages or something like that.
Bro, if it's a real person that you know that you have a text message from, and it's over a month since you responded to it, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I also feel like people need to know that you don't have that type of access to me. Like, how dare you think that you can get a timely response on me? Like, and I feel like it makes the other people more in my life more valuable.
That's
like
what I'm saying. Those people wouldn't be hitting me up. I've already established that with those people on the front end. Like, there's no reason. Like, you may have my number or are able to get in contact with me, but you shouldn't be calling me at all. Like, I just told you, I sent you that text message from Buddy not too long ago that was DMing me on Twitter talking about a fucking Freddie Gibbs project. And I didn't nip that shit into the bud like I should have. And he's going on to send me shit about fucking Iceman reviews and release it. Like, now
it's getting to the point where somebody you know?
He listened to On Deck. And now he's had the audacity, since I haven't been like, man, I'm not listening to Freddie Gibbs shit that you send me or Drake or whatever the fuck, because he's a Drake fan. He like AB. And he keeps sending me this shit that you need to listen to. What album? Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up now.
See, that's why you need to be like me.
But it ain't even about access, because I stopped responding to the nigga. And even though that I say this,
I'm not responding either.
So the nigga just sent me this Drake song that's going around Strapped. And the nigga sent me an Isaiah Rashad album.
See, I'm already disinterested in this conversation. I'm not even interested in hearing you talk about this. I'm not. I really don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, what are we talking about? Like, that's one of the most like the unsolicited messages. Like, I don't care, bruh. Like, you'll talk to yourself. You'll sit there and talk to yourself.
Yeah.
Right. But people get on me. That's one of the things people get on me about all the
But
time.
you bad at that. You'll take a long time to respond to text. I try to be timely in my text response.
Yeah, shout out to you, man. That's the one up you got. Because I feel like you kind of the same way. You just not as bad. I just don't like that. I just don't like just because you call me now. I gotta respond now.
I ain't gonna leave nobody hanging. Now everybody don't deserve the I'm busy right now. When you called, I'm gonna shoot you a text, but I will respond and be like, I hit you back. Like, it's random as hell. But to your point, I randomly met this young lady on lunch one day at work.
I love how this nigga be switching up as this young lady. All right, man, go ahead. You met her on lunch.
But the crazy thing was, I met her on lunch, and I was grabbing food right by a movie theater, and she went out of her way. Oh, what are you eating? You know,
that's how she sounded.
Yeah, that's how she sounded. So she asked me what I was going to get to eat, which okay, and then
think about your autistic brain now. Trying to answer that question.
Right.
You was probably confused.
Like, what the fuck you talking about? Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you asking me? I don't know you. 100%. But
you think a brain broke when she asked that question. Like, what?
But I obliged and I told her what I was getting. And the food spot was right next door to the movie because it was in a mall. And
they got great salad here. I'm getting a salad with the chicken on. That's what she was. You gotta get it with.
She was. She was on that.
No, that's your voice. Nigga,
no, she was on that. She was on that. I was like, I'm getting the burger. It's simple.
You gotta get the croutons with the avocado on it, though.
Yeah, that's how she went into it.
No, that's how you sounded.
I'm telling you, that's wrong, though. She was on.
I'm telling you wrong. That's not true. Like, I know how it went down.
I told her very simply what I was gonna get. I'm probably gonna get this burger. I'm thinking about this and maybe this, that, and the third. And I'm like, okay, why are you telling me this? I don't know you. And
I do the burger, but instead of American cheese, I'm doing the pepper jack cheese. You got to try it with the pepper jack cheese. That's how you was talking to me.
See, you got a misconception of my autistic brain. My autistic brain is like, nigga, get away from me. Like, my autistic brain is putting walls up. Like, no, I don't want to talk to you. All this is awkward. Why are we having conversations right now? I don't know you. That's my autistic brain. But to make a long story short, and to talk about what you said to make me bring this up, we go over what she getting to eat and what I'm getting to eat. I get my lunch, she get her lunch. She talk about she going to see a movie. I told her I just seen that movie. She says, "Oh, dope, you go see movies a lot." I tell her I do a podcast about movies. All of this goes into, "Oh, well, let me get your number." Her saying that, not me, of course. Her saying, "Let me get your number. We can hit each other."
Of course, he says.
I'm like, I mean, she approached me. So we go into this thing about movies and how often we go see them. And she was saying, "Well, tell me when you see good movies or whatnot it may be." She texted me when we left. And she texts me, I text her, she texts me, I text her. Then she stopped and I stopped. I didn't, like, there's no reason for me to text you. Like, I didn't initiate this conversation. I don't care about this relationship. None of this matters. I say all that to say, she hit me up Tuesday after, like, that day was the only day we text. And this was 3 months ago, probably. Okay. This was like 3 months ago. And then she hit me up Tuesday and she was like, "Have you seen any good movies lately?" And this, that, and the third. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? And all of that had to do with something that you said that made me think of it, but I can't remember what it was.
Because your brain autistic, you can't remember that shit.
Like, I can't remember what it was now. But all that made me think of that, man.
Yeah, man. One other thing, real quick. I don't know how the fuck we got 2 hours out of this.
We can say the other thing. Dave want to talk about the other thing for the clip.
Well, so no. I was gonna say the last thing I was gonna say about my traits. They did tell me that me being very specific with dates, like I'm really good at dates. Like you can tell me a movie, I'll tell you when it came out, all that shit. Like my brain just works like that. They was like, that's your autistic trait. Like you knowing numbers and trait dates like that. That's the part that make you a little bit weird, for lack of better terms. But it's like I said, all of this just stemmed from a stand-up, and it made me really just start thinking, like, damn, I wonder if anybody's ever said that and what it would be that they point out about me. They'd be like, oh, this is a little bit.
So your autistic trait is knowing too many facts.
Like being very fact specific, detail, all that. Okay. Like
that makes sense. Yeah, Mine is I don't understand human emotion. Like,
yeah, that's a big one. That's a huge one.
Why are we crying right now? Like, what's going on? Like, yeah. I told the story on here before. Like, I'd have been to memorials for my grandma, and like one of our cousins was crying, and he was like, "Bro, why you good? What's going on?" Like, because I just don't understand it. They don't like
you don't understand it or you don't do it. See, that's the difference between me and you.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
I understand it. I understand, but I don't understand it.
I don't understand.
And that, but you know what? That makes sense. That in some parallel universe, that also aligns with you not understanding why people get overly enthusiastic about certain things.
I don't process emotion well. Like emotion is foreign to me. I don't process emotion well.
I thought I didn't, but now that I met you and talked to you, I'm realizing I'm closer to normal than I'm not. Like I don't I don't cry at big stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I don't understand why. Well, that's the difference. I do understand. I just don't respond in that way. Like, but I get why people
I don't get
do certain things. Yeah, so that makes a ton of sense. I think we got you nailed down, buddy. I think we figured it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
That's it. That's it, Lou, man. That's a perfect place to end.
Man. Seinfeld episode for the listeners, man. This episode about nothing, but about everything.
Yeah, man. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. I learned
the chapter about nothing, but about everything. What you learn?
I learned a lot. I actually learned a lot about you, and I think you did about me too. In this random ass.
I think that's the beauty of doing episodes like this. Like people always be like, "What's the plan? What's the outline for the episode? What we're gonna do? What we're gonna talk about?" When you have two people who are as talented as you and I, like getting on here and doing this, and look, we had an hour and 58 minutes.
You don't understand how my brain is not comprehending why you think it's odd that I don't text people that I'm gonna call you back. Like that's so
nuts.
odd.
That's nuts to me.
Like the fact that you think
just
it's
like
nuts,
what you say in the chair and stuff.
Yeah,
like I couldn't even process that. Like there's no world where somebody could text me that I know, like have a genuine rapport with, and I'm not replying for a month. And listen, I just didn't fuck with them. Like me not replying to you for a month, it's like I don't fuck with you.
But that's you though. That's what I'm saying. That's different though. Me and you was like, there are
that's
people
part of
that
autism. You came back to that. You like we was done. It was over with. But that bothered you so much that you came back to it.
It did.
So
That's
part of it too. That's part of it. You know it's something wrong with it. You just don't know what it is, and you ain't willing to admit it. You know it is. Just like me with certain stuff, like what you were saying. You pointed out good things, and I was like, you might be right, but I still don't get it. And that's how you are with this. Like you came back to it, like you might be right, but I still don't get what you're saying.
Yeah, it
so
doesn't.
I think that's the beauty of it too.
Yeah, it's just that natural. The same way you felt it when you just said it. It's that I can't believe that. Like I just personally can't believe that. I can't understand. I can't believe that you don't see the issue in this. Like it was one of those things, and I can't believe that you see it as an issue. Like it's just funny how it works. Like I just
anybody that has access to me should be able to get a response from me.
And I'm gonna get better at it, but sometimes I just my brain.
You leave me on red shit.
Well, that's when you text me dumb shit.
You'll be.
You text me some goofy
we'll
shit
be in the
today.
group chat with you, me, and Mo, and you would just like scroll past shit.
Yeah, no, I'm bad at that. Yeah,
but sometimes you do respond to shit that I wouldn't dare respond to.
And sometimes I said two things this week. Neither one of y'all niggas. That's how we know. Like y'all give a fuck. Hey, actually, I said something to you on IG recently, and you left both of them on scene. It was to me. This is the funniest shit ever.
Because people be sending me bullshit on IG though, so it might get mixed up with the rest of the bull. Like niggas will send me shit. I'm like, bro, how did I get on the spam list?
Let me tell you what my thought process was. My thought process was this. It was a video, and it was a guy with his young son, and it was like in the backyard. He was teaching him how to swing a baseball bat. And if you just look at the first 5 to 10 seconds, it looks like some wholesome video. And I'm like, I thought to myself, I'm like, Spike Lee gonna look at 5 seconds of this. And yeah, Spike Lee gonna look at 5 seconds of this is like, why the fuck did he send me this? But if you watch the video, you would get the humor. Like the little kid unathletic, and you don't hear, you know how parents are always like encouraging their kids. Like the dad is in the video, like, I don't know why the dad's up there, like, I don't know why the fuck I'm wasting my time with this nigga ain't athletic. He sucks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not
that's
he's
the
never
whole
gonna
reason.
play a sport.
That's the whole reason I didn't click it, because I thought it was.
I figured as much. But I've gotten better at not like saying anything. Because I saw it on scene, and I'm just sitting there like, nah.
I didn't even know you could see that.
Me.
I didn't even know you could see that, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm about to. Yeah, you don't know how bad I wanted to hit you up. Like, nah, nigga, you like, what you think about the videos I sent you? But I was like, nah, Rich,
shit. Now I gotta go back and watch it now. Oh shit, that's funny.
So,
man.
It's just funny, man. Shit like that. But yeah, we all do it, man. So shout out to everybody out there, man. We all got a little bit of something, little bit of quirks.
All of us got our quirks, man.
This was a fun episode, Lou.
It was.
Hit us up, man. AWITB2022@gmail.com.
New number on the way. New number on the way.
Out the trap phone. I still don't know why he has two phones, but it is what it is. Make it worthwhile. Make it worthwhile, man. Hit up the new number when he gets it. Until then, shout out to Spike Lee, the accountant. I'm your host, Rich. We gonna catch y'all. We will be going next week. It is the third Friday of the week.
Only if we want to. I don't think. Well, I ain't heard back yet, but yeah,
all right. Well, we might be back. I don't know, man. We'll figure it out. Y'all be cool, man. We appreciate y'all. Let us know what you think about the episode. We'll catch y'all. Peace.
That was